Are you ready? I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, 100% RC, Professor Damian Flowers, and Tyler Wright.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fan Sportscast. I'm your host, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have Most, we have 100% RC, Professor Flowers, Taylor Gatwood with us tonight. What's going on, fellas?
Oh man, good to be back.
How does it feel to be off 2 weeks and coming back?
It's nice, man. Just took some vacation time away from my boss.
Right. Most, you muted, dog. Come on now.
Oh, I was asking Gad. He was off for 2 weeks as well.
Has it been 2 weeks? I guess.
Yeah, it been 2 weeks.
I've been off since the 20th, and we go back Monday.
Yeah, and pretty much anytime I'm in the hotel rooms, I like doing the show because, I get bored up in these hotel rooms, man.
Oh, you don't be having no calls or anything like that? You don't be calling on 1-800 numbers?
1-800 numbers?
They need to start putting. Gatwood needs to start asking for the Ritz Carlton, man.
I ain't in that tax bracket yet.
No, Gatwood be calling on hotlines.
Nah, I don't do none of that.
What's up, Flowers?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
New Year, man.
I know you were supposed to give you a victory on Sunday.
Nah, it don't make me no difference.
No,
I lost investment after we lost to the Broncos. It doesn't matter.
I lost my money invested in y'all when y'all lost Sunday versus Giants. So it is what it is. RC,
what's up, man?
You got the wrong color blue on.
Oh no, this is light color blue. This is hint mint blue. This ain't any blue matters when you got a red guy on. When you got a red guy up top, red above. Where's he on? He on the side of me tonight.
Yeah, he said he's your equal tonight. That's what it is.
Hey, don't slip up. Don't slip up.
All right, man. If y'all new to the show, go ahead, like and subscribe, share with family and friends. We appreciate the support. We've been off because of the holidays. It feels good to be back. I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Prayers up for the people in New Orleans, after that tragedy, man. It's just crazy that you can't go out and enjoy yourselves without, looking behind your back and stuff. Wow. Indeed. So, man, let's dive into it. We're going to start off with fast break. So, man, the Kings, they came out and fired Mike Brown. Some people wasn't happy, especially some King players weren't happy about that firing. RC, do you think it was justified, the Kings getting rid of Mike Brown?
Man, I when it comes to Sacramento Kings, I'm not in agreement with them firing anybody. I mean, they had made the playoffs in 15 years before he got there. So, I mean, what are you justifying? You went on a 5-game losing streak. You've been losing for 15 years. So, I mean, I think it was more to it than just the losing streak. There's something going on behind the scenes between him and the players and maybe management. There were rumors that they were trying to get other players and weren't able to pull those deals off. They was saying they were trying to trade De'Aaron Fox, but in this case, man, it looked like they chose the player over the coach because they were saying it was a problem between him and Fox. But Mike Brown, if you can hear me, brother, don't take no more head coaching jobs in the NBA, bro. This has happened to you too many times. Cleveland Cavaliers, Los Angeles Lakers, and now the Sacramento Kings. They go be assistant coach in Golden State and get your money, man. Leave it alone.
Mo, so what are your thoughts on the firing?
Bad move. I mean, I don't. At this point, I ask myself, like, what is the measurement for a new coach in the NBA? Is it the championship? Because if so, then these GMs need to let that be known. But I don't understand how you could take a team to the playoffs and they ain't done that in the past 17 years and win coach of the year and get fired the next season. And also it's player entitlement. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm not gonna put it all on De'Aaron Fox, but you can just tell when. To me, this situation reminded me of how it was with Dwight in his last year with the Magic. When it came to De'Aaron and Mike, I felt like they were beefing, and a lot of people seen that, and they let the coach go.
Flowers, do you think the firing was too hasty?
Of course, because I'm always going to be on the side of if you really didn't want Mike Brown as the coach, why you didn't get rid of him in the offseason? Why go into the season? I understand they started off rocky, but it's too many games left. They can go on a run, they can go on a run, they can go on a tear. Get on the positive side of things. But from what I heard, as far as just looking at the situation, I think he wanted DeMar DeRozan to go to the bench to be a six man. I think that it was a lot of back and forth with him, De'Aaron Fox, as far as I guess Fox didn't like the open criticism that Brown gave him in these conferences, as far as talking to the media. This is an obvious case of we're gonna choose a star over the coach, but honestly, De'Aaron Fox hasn't signed the extension yet, so the Kings need to come to a part in the road to where do they trade him or do they let him walk and don't get anything? I mean, hell, they already traded Halliburton for Sabonis, which was a fair trade, but if you lose De'Aaron Fox, what was the point of you trading Halliburton?
Right. So now you're back to square one.
Also, let me remind everybody, they fired the man on a phone call.
Yeah.
They didn't fire him when they had practice that morning. They didn't fire him after he talked to the media, but they fired him as soon as he got in his car and left the building.
Amazing.
Man, what an organization, right? Now you're man enough to call me into the office and sit me down and fire me. You gonna fire me on the phone call? That sounds like some high school breakup is, right?
Well, I forgot that Mike Malone used to coach him. He got rid of him too.
Man, because it seemed like the Kings was trending, what was it, 2 years ago, right? Where they were trending up, and then they kind of faltered last year.
They made the playoffs last year, didn't they?
Yeah, they made the playoffs last year. So yeah, they made the play. Like I said, they were trending up. Then they kind of not bottom out, but kind of heartlined a little bit. Then they win and make this hasty decision. Like you said, what do the Kings? What kind of goals do they have? Are you trying to win a championship, or are you trying to just get into playoffs? And I feel like they just took a couple steps back just by firing Mike Brown when they all could have done just sit down with the It just needed to talk out with the players and coaches like, hey, y'all got a good thing going here. Like, why ruin it? And y'all need to be me and figure something out here.
You ain't gonna always win all your games either. It's the Western Conference. The Western Conference is super tough. So
right.
You can go on win streaks, losing streaks. I mean, they got good talent, which doesn't really reflect their record. I mean, when you have three players with multiple All-Stars, Sabonis is a really good player. De'Aaron Fox is a really good player. DeRozan, Malik Monk, like they have a good roster. I think they should just give him more time. Why fire him mid-season?
Well, I think it was a mistake getting DeMar because at this point he really doesn't add nothing to the team. He doesn't add nothing defensively at all. He's a tad bit older. Still one of the best mid-range shooters in the league, but I mean, he doesn't add 3-point shooting, so you can't really space. He doesn't really space the floor out. So I don't know. Getting DeMar was a really bad move. And if De'Aaron doesn't sign this contract extension, now you lost De'Aaron and Halliburton, and so they're gonna have to think of something in the future.
I think that's why moving DeRozan to the 6th man was a good idea. You know, let him lead the second half for the unit. You know, so they might have a little bit drop off, but they still be able to score. So that was, you know, some NBA players think, man, they still got it, and they just need to come to acceptance. Like, maybe I have dropped off some. Go ahead,
It's like Carmelo when they asked him to go to be 6th man. It's kind of like that.
Egos. This is what I'm getting to. Egos. You know, that's what got Mike Brown fired, because what's wrong with DeMar DeRozan accepting a 6-man role for the betterment of the team, because that allows Keegan Murray to flourish more. Keegan Murray can't flourish with DeRozan on the floor. And it's funny how when DeRozan goes off the floor, they play better. And that's no knock of disrespect against DeMar DeRozan. But for what the Kings need, like Mo said, they need defensive wing guys to be able to help Fox and Sabonis and Keegan Murray. DeMar is, like I said, not great on defense. He wants to play offense, and that's fine. I see Mike's vision. Well, he's gone now, so we've seen Mike's vision for what he was. You know, for wanting to put him as a 6 man, but that's where the egos come in.
Do y'all think? Remember, a long time ago, I said this jokingly that there are probably 11 to 12 teams in each league, professional league, that really trying to win a championship.
That's
and
true.
then there's some that don't have an idea. There's some that's middle of the road, and you know, and it's kind of like with them firing him this early with 30-some games, they didn't play 30-some games. That's a clear indication they don't have a clue. And so, even as Eagles involved, I think they just generally don't have an idea. DeMar DeRozan should have. He wanted to play for a California-based team so bad that he chose the worst one right now. But Sacramento, they need new management, man. Is Vlade Divac in that organization? Shaq, who's up there?
I think Shaq still got a piece of it, as far as management wise.
I'm just realizing Shaq
I think Vlade might still be calling shots. I think
Shaq got his name tied to diapers and everything. I don't think he's included in anything. He just
Golden Chicken.
He don't give it
a new restaurant he coming out with.
Just tie my name to it so I can say I own some parts of it, man. So he know about winning.
Yeah. Let's go to the chat real quick. Randy, he said, "Happy New Year, all. Let's make it a great 25." Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
All right. So y'all heard about the new NBA All-Star format?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Do I need to read it or go through it?
Yeah, go through it. I haven't seen it.
All right, hold on. I got the wrong layout up. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right. For the first time, NBA All-Star Game will feature a mini tournament with 4 teams and 3 games. 2 teams will meet in one semifinal, and the remaining 2 teams will meet in the other semifinal. The winning teams from Game 1 and Game 2 will advance to face each other in championship Game 3. For each game, the winner will be the first team to reach or surpass 40 points. Each team will have 8 players and be named for 10 TNT NBA analysts. Blah blah blah. So each analyst, I guess, will have a team like Team Charles, Team Shaq, Team Cheek, Team Kenny, and that's how they're gonna play it out.
So a celebrity basketball game. Stupid shit, man. You gonna let Shannon Sharp come on, Flack. Look, you won't let you might well just spice it up and let Skip Bayless and
everybody mic'd up.
Everybody from the network have a team.
If that's the case, I want to see Megan Thee Stallion up there. Shoot a couple of layups.
Most of Horny Dog, man.
He is, man.
Yeah, like what?
When he was at Walmart the other day.
He really is Grady from Sanford.
I'm talking about his page is consistently ass cheeks every time I scroll down. They're gonna know
Not all the time.
Hey,
I know it's wrestling and chicks. That's what it is.
That's it, bro. That's it. Wrestling and chicks, all that. They're gonna most. I'm laying in the bed.
RC, oh, you gotta see the name. Soon as I see the video, I already know.
I'm laying. Hey, look, I'm laying in the bed. I'm laying in the bed with my wife, and she got my phone, and I get the phone, and right there, they go most with it was. I think it was out of wrestler.
Yeah,
I'm telling my girl, think it's better me. I'm like, get that chicken turned off my phone, man. You trying to get
You must remain focused.
Most gonna get some trouble.
Shout out to Sean Michael.
Most definitely get your ass in trouble. That's what we do.
Your girl don't be checking your feed, bro.
I mean, she on my Facebook.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay.
He was in the doghouse.
Randy said it's simple. He says it's simple. East versus West winning conference get game 7 of the NBA Finals. Yeah, so why they trying to make it Mario Kart mini games and crap?
That's it, bro. That's it.
I don't know.
Why just they can't go out there and compete? That's what I don't understand.
Yeah, what's all the antics to make these guys like we got to trick them to make them think they compete for something?
I'm telling you, like, what happened to the standard East and West game that it was pride on both sides and they wanted to represent for the East or the West? What happened to that?
Everybody view themselves as the guy. You know, it's in the dunk contest. Everybody want to be the guy with the phone instead of being in the competition. And so now these guys, I don't want to sound like, I'm bashing them because I get criticized. Hey, man, you just older than us, so you don't see it the way we do. We evolving. No, y'all asses is weird. Because at the end of the day, you have to compete. It's about competing. That's all I'm talking about. I don't
Competition.
Yeah, we want they are they getting paid for the All-Star game? Last time I checked, they are, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Honestly, they like each other. They all friends. Nobody hate each other in that locker room.
That's it, bro.
Nobody.
I really think Giannis might be the one player who don't like Jaylen Brown. I see the way him and Jaylen Brown are at. Jason Tatum, he just ain't friendly, but he has conformed a lot as well. It's crazy. It's crazy.
LeBron is
y'all think
Steph Curry?
Oh man,
who's that?
Oh,
LeBron and Steph are just best friends now.
One more thing. Put deserving players in the All-Star game. People that deserve to be in it.
Right.
I feel like the fan vote need to be taken away and allow the players and coaches to vote, because the fans are going to vote for the obvious favorite every time. And we're missing out on so many young deserving players that if you can get these players in the game, they'll play hard.
It's too much. I think across the board, guys, even in football, like I saw Deebo Samuels on Amon-Ra St. Brown's podcast talking about the game. Like, dude, you just got beat by them. Like, what you talking about? Like, I wouldn't talk to Amon-Ra till probably the all season. I'm banged up. Like, I don't understand it, man.
Yeah, especially have Michael Parsons be going on his podcast after a loss. I'm too distraught. When I don't know, when I play sports, I lose. I don't want to talk to nobody. Nobody ask me anything. I'm going to sit down, thinking about what happened in the game. What can I do to prevent that ever happening again? I'm taking measures to think about and bringing and processing the game in my head. Like, dang, what happened? What would we need to do to get better? Like, how can we fix this? I could imagine running to a podcast after a loss.
I don't understand the anything for content. Like, just getting content like that. Seeing Deebo sit there with Amon-Ra St. Brown. St. Brown's happy. His team got 14 wins, and they just beat the 49ers who beat them, and they got their lick back, and they punished you. It was a great game. The kicker jacked it off, but I just still feel like, to me, they were a better team. And you sitting up there laughing with him. Like, you who laughing with the enemy? I don't understand, bro.
I don't understand either. Randy said players are so hungry to get to the All-Star and do absolutely nothing during the game. I can't think of anything more comparable. Man, go follow Randy at Voice of Fans of Canada. great show, great guys. Show them some love. And that's what I'm saying. Like,
I think they compete harder in the WWE.
yeah, they
They be
compete
selling
harder
me.
in they compete harder in the WNBA All-Star game. You know what I'm saying? It seems like they be playing for every penny.
Y'all see what
I
Cam
don't
Newton
understand.
said? Y'all saw what Cam Newton, he said the WNBA was going to pass up baseball in 20 years.
He don't listen to that mannequin. I mean, listen, man.
What are you talking about?
What?
They've all been around, done double WNBA or triple WNBA in years, and he talking about they're about to take advantage of it.
Juan Soto just got a $700 million contract, and you're saying that somebody in the WNBA they're making what, $50K a year?
Juan Soto,
they going
He just now making six figures.
Juan Soto could buy the WNBA. You did?
Yeah.
So
yeah, he could. He could buy a team if he wanted to. All right, man. So there's been grumblings going around the NBA right now, you know, especially with the old heads. So the Bulls set the record for the most 3-point attempts missed, right? Then the Hornets came out, I think it's 2 nights later or something like that. I can't recall. They came out and set the record themselves. So the Bulls, they went 10 for 43, missing 33 3-point attempts, where the Charlotte Hornets went 18 from 60. 63-point attempts. Missing 42 3-pointers. Them boys just jacking. Them boys just coming out of court.
Yeah, and Tony got to be their assistant coach.
What play?
Yeah, but both team was 28 of 103 for the night.
Come on, man. Come on. So now they thinking about, okay, back in the old days, the 3-point, there wasn't a 3-point line. And then, you know, should they move it back? Should 3-point be worth 2 now? And they redo the 3-point line. So they've been trying to throw ideas to
they mess with too much stuff.
Problem.
In all the sports, they're messing up too much stuff.
They're overthinking this. They're really overthinking this scoring logic with the NBA. Point blank period, the teams just need to do better jobs of running better offenses instead of just jacking up hopeful 3 and wishing that they go in. That's the problem right there. They're just, like, I think Kobe called it accidental basketball. You know, you're driving, kicking it out. You know, you're shooting, hoping that the 3, you know, goes in. There's no fluidity with the game. There's no true coordination. You got guys, you got a 3-on-1 fast break. You got guys pulling up for 3s on a 3-on-1 fast break. I don't get it. Analytics have ruined. You know, you can talk about Steph Curry, you can talk about D'Antoni. No, it's analytics because people believe what a computer will tell you, and the computer says that a 3-point shot is more effective than a mid-range jumper, and that's a lie. What's more effective is you putting the ball in the basket, and the easiest way of you doing that is getting to a better spot than a 25, 26-foot shot. You know, wind it down to a 14, 15-foot jump shot, get a bucket, get some momentum. I mean, you got a team that was Golden State from the 80s when they had Run TMC. They averaged about 120 points a game shooting deuces. So don't sit up here and tell me the 3-point shot is more valuable and it's more entertaining, because it's not. I like seeing offenses ran, and that's the point. Like, I like James Harden, I like these guys, these isolation guys, but why can't they come off screens? Why can't they? You know what I'm saying? It's so much basketball that we miss out on because these guys just want to play isolation ball and jack up 3s. But I'll move on.
Well, like Wemby. Yeah, I don't know if y'all watched the Spurs lately, but I mean that dude shoots a lot of 3s for how
Like
big.
10
9 threes a game.
He can shoot. He can shoot pretty good, but he jacks too many for me to think. Like, I think he could be getting down under the goal more.
Yes, that's lazy. No, that's lazy playing ball like that. You know, take the high percentage shot, work for it, get it.
Also, before RC go, also it ain't really the 3-pointer, but really with Curry, with every how can I explain it? Every dynasty or with a team or player going back to the 50s, you know, with George Mikan, the rules change. Will Chamberlain, rules change. You know, Magic Johnson, rule change. You know, Shaq, Jordan, the rule change. The rules didn't really change was Steph and people like James Harden. They've been the same for the past I say
20.
18 years.
That's a good
What was
point.
the last major rule change? Hand checking? And
Hand
that was
checking
like
03, about
that was like
20 years ago.
yeah, about 03. That was the last time. So I mean, NBA need to comes up with a rule like for I think they should at least bring back hand checking at the
Yes.
least. At
Yes.
the very least. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But I mean
yeah. Another NBA analyst, he said he threw out the idea that they can't take a three to a certain time in the clock or something.
That's stupid.
I don't
No,
agree with that.
no.
No.
The only one I agreed with was taking the corner three away and making the top a little longer. That's about the only one that
Leave,
sounded a little
Corner
logical.
three,
But I
bro.
wouldn't do
Listen,
that either.
that's the hardest three to make. All right,
that's
leave
the
the
hardest
corner.
three to
Short
make.
distance.
But listen, you don't have to do any of that, guys. Y'all you got to do is one team. And Malone did it a few years ago with Denver. Just take a extremely amount of tools they available to you. Beat the dog shit out of them. Post up, mid range. When they shoot the three, rebound and then get in transition. Because the more threes
Outlet.
you shoot, the more layups I'm
Right.
getting. So
Mhm.
basketball, it's just got to be one team be bold enough to draft a Zach Edey and give him the ball. Just keep giving them the ball. If you watch college basketball, they're going through the post. Some of those teams going through the post right now. You know, I watch a lot of Michigan. Michigan got two big guys, and they go right through them. They can shoot from the perimeter, but they get most of their points around the basket. I'm talking about a bunch of dunks. All it's going to take is just one team dunk their way to a championship. Dwight Howard said it the other night on a podcast. He was spot on. He said, Wemby shooting a 1 foot 3-point shot. He said he could turn and dunk on majority of the players in the league.
Yep.
He could do that over and over and over. I mean, somebody gonna have to. The ship is coming. It's coming. Somebody's coming.
You just said something. Back in the day when basketball was prevalent, if you couldn't stop a pick and roll, they run that shit on you until you called the timeout. You got that person out there.
Mm-hmm. Yep. As they say, live by three, die by three. And
When
the teams
LeBron made the sorry for cutting y'all, LeBron made the statement that he could play 5 more years. He ain't lying. Because let me explain something to you. He adapted, but if he wanted to play 5 more years, he'd get on that block. He know he can. He can get on that block and just turn around, jump up, lay the ball. He can score. He could put that scoring title, that scoring record way out there if he wanted to, but he conforming to what's going on.
He is, man. It's just sad that these players are leaving so much desired out there just for selling on shots.
One more thing.
Coaches always,
I'm gonna tell you the player that had an opportunity to switch it back. It was Zion Williamson. Zion's so physical around the basket, and there was nobody there. There was never gonna be nobody there to stop him. But he just, he got into that pause, and you know what I'm talking about. And he ain't been back with it. But he had a chance, man, because wasn't nobody physically gonna handle Zion.
About 65%.
Man, Zion would shoot 70%. It seemed like he'd get that every game. It was insane.
It was easy.
He was so fun to watch at Duke. At Duke, he was crazy to watch.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's move on. Let's go into college football, shall we? So Cam Ward, come on down, Cam. All right, so he entered the game, right? He played the first half. He got the record that he was aiming for. Decided to sit out the rest of the game, and guess what? Miami ended up losing to Iowa State 41-42. Now, when Cam was in there, they were winning. Well, of course, when he decided not to go back in there, they lost. Gatwood, do you have a problem with Cam Ward sitting in the second half so he won't get hurt for the NFL draft?
I mean, I feel like if you're not going to play, you should just not play at all. I mean, he was definitely just doing it for the record. It's not going to affect his draft stock, though. He knows that. I mean, if somebody wants him, they're still going to take him. He's probably still going to go top 5 pick. I mean, do I have a problem with it? I mean, me personally, I'd want to play for my teammates, but a lot of people, are kind of more selfish now. Especially with the NIL and everything. I feel like you already got a decent amount of money, so you might as well just finish out your career in college.
On a high note, right?
Yeah.
All right, Flowers, man. Your thoughts on Cam Warden saying he wasn't trying to save himself so he can go to the NFL. He don't want to get hurt in the second half. What did you think about that?
If that's what he said, shame on him because why play? Why play the game? Why start the game? Why set a record that's gonna be broke anyway?
Mm-hmm.
You're already in history books in college. I understand you want that, as far as the accolades and this and that, but look, it's simple. If he plays the second half, they win. He doesn't play, Iowa State comes back and takes over the game. It's not really too much of a big deal for me, but I am a person of loyalty and believing in finishing when I start. So I couldn't, like, if it was me, I couldn't see myself playing in one half and not playing the next. Why take the thought of taking, excitement and joy away from my teammates, Um, it just you gotta think about other people than yourself. I just feel like, dog, if you protecting your health, your status and all that, don't play. Give the backup quarterback a chance to jump into the seat, and get an early start on next year. It's more to it than just Cam Ward, and he needs to be prevalent to that. But hey, it's done. It's fine. So many people saying, it's not a big deal. Well, let somebody mess with your loyalty. Let's see what you say.
Yeah, the people saying it's not a big deal. They wasn't the person that somebody did that to. It was on the team, and they were a senior, and that's their last game of their career, and they go out like that. Yeah, you gonna feel some type of way, and you might not hold it against them, but you still gonna have that feelings of like, dang man, Cam Wood will play. I would have, went out on a high note. RC Cam Ward
Mm-hmm.
said, bye bye bye. I ain't going back in.
Well, being that I seen Miami when they was in their prime and they had all those players. This is definitely a different time. Like, this is for us to even be having this conversation about this is just mind blowing. I mean, even though it was the Sonic Water Bottle Bowl, but still, I mean, hell, you started the Sonic Water Bottle Bowl, so you shouldn't finish it. I just think to even make that, all of us are ex-athletes and had teammates. That's a brotherhood forever till you leave here. And never did I want to leave my teammates hanging on. Even if I fouled out of a game or didn't do my job, I felt some type of way. I felt like I let my teammates down. To get them the lead and then stand over there and watch, it shows you the individualism in sports. It shows you, like, it was just for ourselves. There's nothing I don't care if I've already risked injury. Now I'm gonna go lay it on the line, especially on that last drive. They needed you, but at the end of the day, this is what we at. But it's gonna get phased out. Karma's a bitch, and so he might well get ready that you go into the National Football League and it's a man's game, and so don't get mad if the left or the right tackle feel some type of way because you're going to a bad team and don't block for you or don't like you and feel some type of way and want the guy behind you to start. And stuff like that happens in the National Football League. So this gonna be duly noted. This gonna be noted. And it's going to follow you into the NFL as well. People watching that, they're going to look at that. What kind of teammate are you? That might get asked in one of those interviews. What kind of teammate are you?
So, because just thinking about something like that, if I know that I can change the outcome of a game, I'm just sitting on the bench and I see my teammates looking kind of sad and down.
Finish.
And they don't look like they can do it. And I know I can go in there and change it in a flip of a coin. Man, that's tough. That'll be hard for me to sit there and not just go out there and grab my head. Because I hate to see, especially me and Dustin, we play ball. Yeah, like me looking at Dustin, he looking sad and everything. Cause I know that I can go out there and help him and change his game around. So that's something to look at. Most your thoughts?
I'm pretty much agreeing with y'all. If you're gonna suit up, I feel like you might well finish playing the game. But I mean, at the same time, I was thinking, I feel like that the bowl games really don't matter, and I kind of blame the NCAA for this.
Right.
Because I mean, I feel like every year it's a new name, it's a new something, but the games become such an what's the word? These games just feel like a regular season game at this point.
Right.
You know, with the marketing and everything else with it. But I mean, if you're gonna suit up and play the whole game. But I feel like that it wasn't all 100% his decision,
Right.
in my opinion. I think Miami and the coaches, they like, look, we know you're gonna get the record. Go ahead, get it, and you can sit. Which I think they just made a bad business decision at that point. Stupid one, a stupid decision at that point. But we have to remind ourselves that Cam ain't the only one that's done this before. Because players in the past have done this multiple times.
I just don't think. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say this: like, there ain't a rule that you can't get hurt in the first half. I hope Cam Ward knows that. So, you mean it's football? Yeah, you can get chances. Look at RC guy that just walked on the field towards ACL in the Super Bowl. Anything happened in the first half. Yeah. So it's just throwing that out there.
Because doesn't Miami have that one guy, that 9th-year tight end or whatever?
Yeah, he's crying. Yeah.
I mean, that was probably his last game. I mean, he's about 35 now.
Like, dang, he's like, I gotta go home to my wife and kids now.
Hey, Dylan Gabriel.
But think about this. Think about this though. So it's college football is a old man game now. I mean, you look at Jaden Daniels. I said this to somebody just recently. They jumped me. Man, Jaden Daniels just so special. No, he's not. He old. He doing exactly what he's supposed to be. Michael Penix is old. They're older. They're developed. The NBA would look different if they would let kids stay in school a little longer.
2 years.
Come in, develop. Think about how much more it's good for their brand, for business, for money. We're watching Jaden Daniels do his thing, and we're watching Bo Nix do his thing because they're prepared and ready. That's how it's supposed to. Like when you get your job, tenure matters. When you come in there, you got a guy that's been somewhere a long time. You can tell that he's prepared or he's been doing that job. When you're trained properly for a job, you just look prepared. Isn't that what you want? But my problem is with Cam Ward, you're going to walk into this. If it's the Giants, which I doubt, but whoever it is, you're going to a bad team. What would you feel? How would you feel if guys just start quitting on you? I hope that don't happen because he's a good quarterback. But
we've seen that happen in NFL where old linemen, receivers quit on their guy. So
play for one quarterback and don't play for the other.
All right. So you just hope it don't backfires on them. Cause that will be an interview question. It's gonna be an interview question coming up in the NFL draft.
Yeah, but at the same time, with the Giants, they drafted Malik Neighbors. He done it last year.
But listen, did we not see Deshaun Watson play behind the offensive line that Jameis Winston played behind? It looked totally different. Mm-hmm. Now I'm not saying that offensive line is discriminating or hating what Deshaun did or didn't do. They might deem him as a diva. They might not, because Deshaun is more about Deshaun now than he is about sports. And I think that came from the way people turned their back on him. And I understand that. But if you look at it, that offensive line instantly got better when J-Boo got behind that offensive line. Instantly. They gave him time. He just was throwing to the wrong people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
look at Denver and Russell Wilson. What they were going through on the sideline with the old lineman. They ain't won't block for us anymore. So it just happens in football. Ohio State beat Oregon 41-21. There you go. He watched the first game of the season.
Built the ass. But you know what, man? Oregon does this every single year. You get all that money to look good, have the best jerseys in college. But I mean, they do this every year, man. So with this game, we were better prepared, and our defense was on point. And man, it's just the overall great win, man. It was a butt whooping from the game that started. By the time the game started, Oregon pretty much lost. They was unprepared.
Flowers, what are your thoughts on the game?
First of all, Dan Lannon, come here. You see this? Belt. This is what we got put on your rear yesterday. It was embarrassing, man. And we figured Ohio State would win, but in that dramatic fashion, no, didn't see it that way. First of all, you're playing man to man on, Jamar Smith. This kid just runs down the field and he's wide open. Nobody's covering him.
True freshman.
special. It's just look, Oregon is always and forever will be a finesse fashion team. I hate to say it like that, but let's be real and call it what it is. When they have to play with the really big dogs, they don't fit too well. We've seen Oregon in these places. I remember when they played Auburn for the national championship. Went physical enough, plain and simple. And pretty much Dan Lannon, I have nothing against the guy, but all that talking for you to just come up this short, I think you should probably just, tone down your microphone from here on out until you win something. You might jump on Dion and, a smaller Colorado team, but, like I say, when it's time to face the big dogs on a neutral field and, people don't have to go to Oregon, we see what you're really made of. But I think Ohio State's best team is left. Both sides of the ball, great talent, both sides of the ball. It's their tournament to lose. So we'll see what goes on.
RC, do you agree that Ohio State the best team left in this playoffs? Michigan, man.
Isn't it crazy that in back-to-back years that Ohio State and Michigan to win national championship modes? Ain't that crazy? Isn't it crazy that the SEC, Tennessee, South Carolina, Alabama, and Georgia get their ass kicked? Is the hell and frozen? Jesus is on his way, man. Something ain't right, man. Something going on. The world is about to end. There's no way the mighty SEC is laying on his back. They won't be there long, but they're laying on their back looking up. What I saw out of Dan Lannon, who came from Georgia, am I right? Did he coach at Georgia? So he knows about physicality. He knows what he needs to be able to dominate college football. But one thing I forgot, somebody forgot to tell, that they the pretty girl with no brain. Boy, they good to look at. They good to look at. They just good to look at. Didn't y'all score 31 on them in the first game?
Mm-hmm.
Most? I wasn't shocked. Only thing I was shocked was it's like they couldn't play defense at all. Like I just was blown away. I saw Genty get a lot of yards on them early. I saw Idaho give them problem. We squabbled with them until they pulled off, but I thought they would put up a more better fight than this. But to Ohio State, I want to say this to you. Listen. Ain't but one team in college football right now and kick your ass, and we ain't in the tournament. But I want y'all to know, if you don't win the national championship, guess what, bro? All them players, Jeremiah Smith gonna be there by himself next year. Howard your senior, your running backs are gonna leave. All that defense is gonna leave. You better get it done now, because next year people gonna get their lick back. But impressive, man. That kid has to be the most intimidating receiver I've seen since Julio Jones, and he only gonna get better. So salute to them. Just don't slip up, because you're gonna hear from me.
Yeah, I know you're gonna be waiting.
I'm waiting.
All right. Texas beat Arizona 39-31. Gatwood, your thoughts on Texas pulling out the victory in triple overtime?
That was Arizona State's fault. Obviously I'm an SEC fan, so I wanted Texas to win. But Arizona State blew that, man. Like that 4th and 13 play, they didn't have to bring the house like that. They could have played a little bit more safe, played the sticks. That was just dumb. But I'm glad Texas pulled it off. And I don't see Texas beating Ohio State though.
I do.
You think they can? I don't know, man. I don't think they can.
Texas,
I think Ohio State has all the momentum. I think Ohio State has all the momentum right now.
Okay.
Flowers, what are your thoughts on Texas victory?
Fortunate. Texas was very fortunate. For them to be up 24-8 and see Arizona State battle back. I was telling RC earlier, this is what I like about the new college football, as far as seeing different teams get opportunities that they never had before. We learned about Cam Scatterbo, phenomenal kid. He'll be a top 100 pick, coming up in the draft. That kid solidified himself. He might make it up to the second. He might make it to the late first round. Let's just see what his times are. But for that kid to go out there and put up almost 300 all-purpose yards against supposedly one of the better defenses in the nation, I think that says a lot about Texas. Arizona State was I don't want to say prolific, but a more legitimate passing attack away from losing that ball game. And that's what scares me with them going against Ohio State. Now, Texas will have home field advantage because they'll be played in the Cotton Bowl, so they'll be in Texas. So they'll have that on their side. But, the only reason Arizona State lost that game because they didn't have enough NFL bodies as Texas. They didn't have many NFL bodies as Texas. And they Scalaboo and company wore down. Like Arizona State didn't even have their best wide out, they even played in the game, but they're in the right direction. And I give Arizona State a lot of credit. I just think teams like Texas, and you went to see what with Georgia today. I just don't think they're hungry enough. We're used to seeing SEC teams getting into these bowl games or into these championship games and being relentless. I don't feel that same hunger or the animosity that the old teams gave out to, older teams 10 years ago. I won't even go that far, 10 years ago. But of course that was when Saban had the game in chokehold. But I love to see Arizona State's. I love to see it. I know not we, but people made a fuss about Bama, Ole Miss, and company not getting in. But hey, anytime they don't play for some with any kind of frame to it, they check out. These kids check out and they don't play. So, I'm glad that Arizona State gave Texas a game, so people can't go back and say, "Well, they didn't belong there." This and that. This and that. Thank you, Arizona State.
Yes, indeed.
I miss being able to hate on Alabama, man, because I used to be the biggest Alabama hater because they were just so dominant. So I always rooted against them. It just don't feel the same anymore because like when Saban was there, it was different. College football was different when Saban was there, and I miss hating on them, man. I can't hate on them anymore. They're not good enough to hate on them.
Hey man, I love this shit, man. Let me tell y'all why I love this, man. I love this. You know why I love it, Ben? Because we retired that something. We did. we beat them twice in the calendar year. We sent that dude home. The reason why I don't feel the same, Flowers, because they were chasing the GOAT. They were chasing Saban. Saban is a bad man. He made everybody raise their level. He made the teams in the Big Ten. We feared them. When I played Bama, when Bama was in his prime in Dallas and Jerry's World, they beat the brace off Michigan. Shoelace was running for his life. Mm-hmm. Oh, how the tables didn't turn. Them tables always turn. And we beat them twice. It means everything to me. But I want to say this about Texas. And I want y'all to be very cautious about what you're about to see. Arizona State early on in that game, the score was 24-8. And they get a fumble in the end zone. It was 24 what? It was something, but they get that fumble in the end zone. They get those 2 points. And it woke them up. Other than that, they were finna get washed. You dig what I'm saying? Texas had they do this every game. They take their feet off the brake, off the gas, and they relax. They're gonna be antennas will be high because they have the players to match up with Ohio State, and it's gonna be a physical brand of football because you're one game away from the national championship. So I think they'll be better. But I want to say this before I go. Right here in the Michigan handbook, we're not allowed to pick Ohio State. So ain't no freaking way I'm gonna pick Ohio State in no game because in the rule book we can't do it. So we go on with Texas. Hook 'em horns, red in the ass. Hook 'em.
All right. So Penn State, they beat Boise State 31-14. Most, what do you think about Penn State handling Boise?
Man, it was Gentry versus the front eight versus everybody. Let me he didn't. Man, I'm seeing a lot of people saying that he had a bad game, but it wasn't a bad game, because first of all, he still had over 100 yards. First and foremost, it took about 3-4 men to get him down.
As it should.
And also, understand that pretty much the Penn State whole game plan was to neutralize Gentry and make the quarterback pass. And they had the perfect scheme for that for Boise State.
Well, didn't they get it? Didn't they get? They played a soft ass. Like, listen, dog. Listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Before we do this with Genty this year, nobody was talking about this kid. I had to tell a guy this earlier. Before this year, I ain't heard his name in no group chats, no nothing. He had a great year playing San Diego State, San Jose State, New Mexico. He played Sacred Heart, Pearl River Community College. I can't listen. So when he played competition, now all of a sudden we feeling sorry for dude. Wait, Texas got the number 3 ranked defense in college football, and Scatterboo was scatterbooing around. Okay, you can't tell me Arizona State got a better offensive line than Boise State. Boise State went to Oregon, and this kid put up 192 yards rushing against Oregon. Genty did, right? Guess what? Or we just found out last night that Oregon don't have a damn defense, right? We just figured they can't stop the run, all right? So when he faces Penn State, who Oregon washed, now all of a sudden it's him against the world. It's been him against the world. Like, dude, he got you know how many yards Scatterboo got? 1,600, and he played against BYU and others. Who is this guy done played? What you think was gonna happen? What y'all thought was gonna happen? Boise State
defense tough now.
Was he gonna pull out the Statue of Liberty play on there? Listen, man.
He wasn't Ian Johnson. We already knew how to. I think everybody knew how it was gonna play out. You know,
y'all think that hurt his draft stock?
No, it didn't.
Gentry, he ain't the reason why. He ain't the main reason why they lost. Now he had.
No, of course not. He's good.
He's not. They knew what the game plan. Make him one-dimensional.
But Boise State was just outclassed, outmanned by the better team.
They didn't belong there.
They definitely did deserve a bye.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We knew what they were, though. We knew Gentry was the motor.
Listen, it is so unfair for them to be where they at. But Notre Dame even being in there without playing a damn conference championship game. Everybody else did we did what we supposed to do. They in there. Okay, but Boise State for sure. Go look at the schedule. Okay, and so when he played against competition, an actual defense that keyed on him, he just looked, unless he and these people telling me he can catch the ball in the backfield, got all these different. The dude is good, but he played for Boise State, dog. Come on, how many
much you gonna be able to do?
Right, but you earned the right to be on the biggest stage, not being able to do a lot because you didn't play nobody. Put some damn people on your schedule, boys.
I guess so. You're saying the strength of schedule should come and play most definitely with some of the seedings.
Well, if that's the case, he believe in the old school BCS system.
Yeah, I go with the BCS rankings if that's the case.
No, but what I'm saying is, this is what I'm telling you, Mo. The Mountain West. The Mountain West. You got to play at least 6 conference games, I think. It may be more than that. But say you play 6 conference games. But guess who's in your conference? Air Force, Wyoming, San Jose State, San Diego State. Are you following me? New Mexico, Sacred Heart, Pearl River, Jones Junior College. You can't tell me that when you finally play against a good defense,
PCS.
That's what he's saying. Like, you got to throw somebody else on that schedule besides those guys.
You played Oregon. You did play UNLV, who was much better this year, but they still UNLV. So when you finally saw a defense that could actually, I saw a play where a lineman got blew up. You hardly ever see a pulling guard get blown up. Like,
we got to realize. Do we realize Penn State was 3rd in defense all year? That's what I'm saying. Their defense is insane.
You earned it right. Scatterboo. What I'm saying is, reason why I'm not high on either. Scatterboo had a great game, but people was trying to convince me that Genty would just own a whole nother stratosphere. Wanted to take the trophy from Travis Hunter and give it to him, but then you tell me that I saw Travis Hunter against elite competition. I seen him against good teams. They were really good. I haven't seen Ashton Genty against nobody until Penn State, and he did great, but he just I mean. Well, I can't feel sorry for him. Sorry, you play for Boise State. You should have transferred, kid.
Yeah, do y'all like the playoff format so far?
I do.
Yeah,
it doesn't bother me.
It's different. Yeah,
I like it because I know that Boise State got beat pretty good, but at least the small school has a chance. At least they're playing for something now.
Yeah, you'll find out real quick if the team deserved to be there or not. So that's what I'm saying. Give that team a shot and give them a shot to say, hey. Give us a chance. Okay, here's your chance. Do something with it. So
but what they're gonna do now, the smaller schools, they're gonna up the money. They're gonna up the schedules. It's gonna raise the level to get them ready. That's all it is. Because you can't hide no more. Michigan used to play 4 non-conference games: Hawaii, BYU, San Diego State will play nobody, and by the time they play the conference games, then they're already undefeated 4-5, 5-0. So you gotta get ready to play good teams, man.
All right.
Unless
RC,
you're the Dallas Cowboys. What I got? What you got?
Michigan beat Alabama 19-13.
Oh my God!
Go ahead and say your piece. Don't be 2 hours.
I already said it. We done beat them boys twice. We beat them boys twice in the calendar year. We beat them boys twice in the calendar year. I'm happy because most gave this so whack ass analogy about them not having players and Nick Saban not being there, and we beat them. They're still big bad Bama. But I will say this: Alabama fans are really hard on Jalen Milroe. Like the kid. But wait though, man. I don't know how good you are. I don't think he sucked. I just think the coaching staff that he has is different from the coaching staff that he had last year. The coaching staff he has this year, that guy want a pocket passer. And Jalen Milroe is not a pocket passer. I think he was too loyal to Milroe. He should have pulled him and played someone else that fit his system instead of losing games, winning and losing games with that kid. I think that kid is special. He just need somebody to allow him to play his style of football. You can't ask a scrambler to be a pocket passer. Like that kid can't play that style. And then just play right into.
He had Pennis back there. That's
right. It played right into Michigan hand. He can't read defenses, man.
He looked good last year with Saban.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
He improved. I won't say he did look good. He improved a lot last year. It seemed like this year he kind of digressed a little bit.
I think it's unfair. If you ask Lamar Jackson to stand in the pocket and throw the ball 50 times, can't do it. It's just not him. It's like asking Michael Jordan to shoot 33s. It's not him. I mean, he could, but it'll look untraditional and he'll look out of his element. So.
All right, guys. We are brought to you by Swift Energy. 25% off, man. They got some new merch in the store. Go check that out. Feeling a little down, grab you some Swift Energy. Feel just all right.
Bro, it's been 25% for like 25 years.
That's our code. That's our code.
Is anybody buying the shit?
Ben got an overstock. Now he's trying to get rid of it.
RC, it's our content. It's like a content creator code. I give out the code. They can use my code and get percentage off. And we make bread.
Can you like get us? We want to try it. Y'all, anybody else want to try it? See if it get a little pep in your step?
I don't know how to get most some. I don't know how to get flyer some. Unless I just order everybody the tub for themselves.
Give me a 24 pack.
24 pack.
I needed it for New Year's.
But hey, he finna be selling it.
Yeah, right. All right, let's go on to NFL. Saquon Barkley is sitting. Coach came out and said that he think he needs some rest. He need to rest up for the playoffs. Lyles, do you agree with the coach's decision to rest Barkley?
I do. If the game was meaningful, it would mean a whole lot more. But let me stop. Let me stop because they get an extra game. Okay. Dixon did it in 16. All right. So if Saquon would have played and broke the record, because he would have, if he played, he would have broke it. I had to put an average on it because he did it, and it took him one extra game to achieve what Eric Dixon did in one list. So I look at it from that way, and I'm quite sure I wouldn't be the only one. Of course, I'm not trying to take nothing away from what Saquon did. What he did was, spectacular. Should be in the MVP conversation.
Yes.
But especially if, like I said, there's no point of them even playing. The season won't change. I wouldn't risk it either because you brought Saquon Barkley there. For this reason and this reason only to have him for the playoffs. So you got to play. You're going to have to play next week in the wild card round. So I'd rather give him the week, give a few of those other guys. I think you only deactivate 7 or 8 players. So, choose wisely who you want to deactivate. But Saquon definitely be one of those ones.
A lot of Eagle fans are calling for Saquon to pull a Cam Ward. You know, just go out there, try to break it.
Well,
Then
what did
come
you
back
say
and
about
sit down.
Cam Ward? You get hurt in the first half too.
Yeah, you can get hurt in the first half. A lot of Eagle fans want this to happen because guess who? You already pointed out who they play against. They play against the Giants. So it'll be so fitting for him to break the record versus the team that discarded him. So that's why a lot of Eagle fans are like, yeah, play him. But your man goes to Super Bowl. He's a running back. He's been getting hit a lot.
You know how many carries he have? I think he has like
Yes.
345, 350 carries
Come on.
prior to this last game.
Saquon
Hey,
had
bro.
dealt with injuries. He had dealt with injury. We can't
That's
have
crazy.
him getting injured in a meaningless game. So save him. You know, like I said, if you broke the record 16 games, cool. You know, but it's one more extra game, so it doesn't even matter.
But
Go ahead, RC.
Somebody was gonna go. Who was
I
that?
was gonna say,
Go ahead, Gary.
so like, what if he would have broke it in week 17? But I think he still has like 50 less carries or something like that than Eric Dickerson. So what if he still would have beat him in 17 games, but he did it in less carries? I mean, I feel like it'd still be legitimate.
I'm not sure about the carries. I had to go back and look.
Yeah, they
I
say
thought
he did it.
also-
He had more yards with less carries, but
I thought they said
it's
that
not
Barkley has a
still-
lot less carries.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna go look real quick.
yeah, he does. I seen it today when I was looking
Mhm.
through Instagram. He has less carries than Eric Dickerson right now. But
I mean, so you
Still
want to
having
give him
one more
20
game.
more and put him up
Yeah.
to 360.
it doesn't matter. I mean,
Yeah,
you breaking them. The
Let
record
those
doesn't
20
matter.
carries be
Forward
more
record.
valuable next week. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, Kai, you gonna give them 20 plus whoever they play against in the first round. So say the 20 plus for the playoffs.
Yeah, I was just
RC,
saying,
go
like,
ahead.
if he would have broke
Oh.
it, then
Right.
would you have said it was
Yeah.
still legitimate? I mean, I would
Yeah,
say it was still
yeah.
legitimate.
Oh yeah,
If he still
most definitely.
carries.
Records are meant to be broken. I mean, I just think, and hearing Eric Dickerson come out hoping it don't get broke. Like, dude, what do it mean to you? I mean, shit. I mean, nobody ever mentioned you until they mentioned it's about to be broken. I mean, I just feel like, to me, I would love to see him break it because the kid is all world. He just earned the right to be on the front of cover of Madden football next year. I mean, I don't think
You
he's gonna
trying
win
to
the Super
jinx
Bowl.
this man.
Yeah, I'm just. You see,
Come on now.
hey, listen.
You trying to
Hey,
jinx
he
this
said
man.
I
they got
just-
CMC. They got
I
CMC.
think-
So go ahead and
I
take out Barkley for me.
Now hear me out now. I think that he is the black Christian McCaffrey. He is all world. He's special. Only thing different between him and Christian McCaffrey, he's not as injury prone, but Madden gonna be knocking on his door. If I was him, I was like, no,
Mhm.
I'm getting on maximum football or something. I'm not getting on your game because it's a death sentence. But I love Saquon. We've been Saquon on this thing since we've been on the pod with you. You were killing Saquon when you were with the Giants. Saquon
Yeah, I
at
was.
Penn State gave me problems at Michigan. Like, we could not tackle him. He runs like the gecko, I think it is. He's
low.
just
He's low. He runs low.
It
It's hard
is-
to hit him. Yeah, get shot on him.
I think it's so unfair the way they view the running back. But I think he has a right to be mentioned in the. I mean, least second, man. To me, he's my MVP. Like, what he's doing, he's carrying them. Because if you take Saquon, if a team in the playoff gonna do this, so you're gonna take him away, and you're gonna force Jalen Hurts to beat you. But salute to him, man. Regardless if you broke the record or not, you're still in elite company.
Yes.
All right. See, you saying like Jalen haven't done this before though, without a running back.
He's always
So
had
it
a great
can't
running game. He has elite
It
skill
can't happen.
skill players.
Great offensive line.
If he's playing in the playoffs and somebody neutralizes Saquon, they go into the house.
I don't think so. Because they still got a lot of weapons.
I'm with RC on this. Look, Saquon is 90% of the reason. I will put this on the line. You can disagree with me. Feel free. Saquon Barkley is 90% of the reason why the Eagles have won 13 games.
Every time the game get close, 60-yard run. It's like, damn, like he just and then when he be running, nobody's near him. That's why I'm like,
I say that.
dude,
I say that because the Eagles have a history of winning games prior from last year to winning without Saquon. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like they probably can get it done. Even though
would you
Saquon
agree
might
that
rush
Miles
100 yards.
Sanders and Gainwell, their Super Bowl
Don't
year,
compare.
They don't compare. But I'm
Say that
saying
again for me.
they ran the ball at an elite rate that year with that offensive line. All I'm saying is
Miles
opens
Sanders,
Pandora's
yeah.
box.
Yeah, Miles Sanders was a stud.
You put
Yeah,
Saquon on that team and that Super Bowl team, they win that.
They
win
win
Super
that.
Bowl.
Yeah. Yeah, most definitely.
Most. Do you think they should sit Saquon?
I mean, coach's decision. And, you know, they don't want him to. They don't want they. I mean, he's the main reason they've been winning because they sure ain't been their quarterback. So yeah, it's all right.
Jalen had a good year. What you mean?
Jalen had a decent year and haven't been terrible.
Yeah, he had a fine year, but he's not. He hasn't been the sole reason of their success.
Yeah.
Hey,
of course.
Can I ask y'all this? This was asked to me, and it pertains to how people see quarterbacking. All the teams in the playoffs have what? Besides the Buffalo Bills, everybody else, all the quarterbacks in the playoffs have what right now? All of them have what? Can somebody answer what they have? They have all of them have weapons. Every team that's going to be in the playoffs going to have weapons besides Buffalo.
Pro Bowl weapons.
Buffalo ain't got. I don't know how this man doing this. I mean, you got a rookie wide receiver, a guy that's coming into his own tight end, but everybody else has weapons. It's gonna be good, man. So that's what I'm saying.
It's gonna be a showdown
when you get to dissing my guy Ben for having weapons, hey, everybody else got them too, dog.
Hey, you know, I give everybody flack for different things, you know. All right, the last playoff spot. So we're gonna see who do y'all think gonna get it? In order for the Broncos to get in, they have to beat the Chiefs, right?
That's it, right? Just beat the Chiefs.
Yep, that's it. Then the Dolphins, if they want to get in, the Broncos have to lose. Dolphins have to beat the Jets. And in order for the Bengals to get in, everybody have to lose, and the Bengals have to beat Pittsburgh.
Man,
so taking that last spot, RT.
By your metric, Sean Payton is such a guru and such a mastermind, is such a chemist. He's cooking crack that he should get in the playoffs. If he loses to Carson Wentz, I'm gonna fry his ass. I'm gonna fry you with him. You can get in there with y'all both could be corn dogs in my cooking grease. You can't get this team to the playoffs. You playing Carson Wentz, dude. Come on, man. Denver belongs in the freaking playoffs. Most I don't want to hear that shit talking about. Well, we won enough game. No, you belong.
No, RC, you know you want to see the Bengals get in, man.
No, hell no. Oh, the Bengals. Oh, yeah, Joe Burrow. Yeah.
There we go.
I want to get Joe
Burrow. Yeah, I want to see Joe Burrow.
They don't deserve it right now, man. They started off slow, and now they need a lot of help to get in.
How you finish?
Dude, I love
like
Joe
I said,
Burrow.
the Dolphins, Dolphins play against the Jets. The Jets are exploding right before our eyes. So either gonna be a Dolphin. I think the Broncos will get in. I think they take care of business with the Chiefs. But that's how I think it's gonna go down. The Bengals need a lot to happen, and Pittsburgh, I think they won't spoil it. The game is in Pittsburgh.
Who are the Dolphins playing?
The Jets.
Oh.
Dolphins win that. But listen, man.
Who is that? Though?
The Broncos got one job.
They got one job to do.
I don't like that point spread neither. Vegas think they slick.
Listen, is Chris Jones playing?
No, don't know.
Probably
yet.
Not. He was hurt. Not. He was hurt last week, so he was out.
You about to get in the playoff, dog. You about to get in the playoff, dog. You about to get in the playoff. If you don't get in the,
he won a top 5 pick.
I don't know, man.
I mean, we should get in. I just been kind of disappointed with the 2 weeks.
This dude right here, like he ain't no man. Take that Broncos beanie off, man. Yeah, you got to talk everything.
Let the man with the Broncos.
He got problems with
love the players and all that.
He took your
hey,
nobody.
Let the man talk. Let's see what he talk. What you say?
What you got?
Nah, I just feel like we shouldn't have won last game versus the Bengals.
I understand.
I felt like, but Joe Burrow, he's really that dude, and I really feel like we should have won against the Chargers. It just Just bad play calling, man. It's bad play calling.
Who called the
Give
plays,
me an
Mo? Tell
example.
me.
Give me an example of bad play call. Give me an example. I watched the same
Man.
game, Ty. I could have sworn Bo Nix overthrew old boy.
Wait a minute, man.
First
Wait a
down,
minute.
boy.
I thought you was a
I
Saints
wanna know
fan. Wait a It's
I
Mose.
just want
I have a question though, for real. As great as they say Denver's offensive line is, they don't run the ball enough.
At all. Help me,
they don't
man.
have nobody
I'm
that
picking
really
them.
can coach it.
Oh, don't say that.
I
Don't say
forgot
that.
what
Man,
game. I forgot
don't
what
say
game it was,
Javonte
but-
Williams, and don't say the other kid, cause he was a walk, not a walk on, but he was like a
Javonte was
he
good
there,
2
right?
years ago.
free agent.
Sean Payton signed him to the 53-man roster, right?
I mean,
You gotta
pull him up.
contribute. Gotta
Yeah,
contribute.
you gotta contribute. I hope they get a running back in the draft, cause they'll definitely help out that
Well,
that play calling.
Somebody
he-
need to tell
look at-
Sean Payton to stop building this roster like it's a 1990. You know, people don't build rosters like them, but they go out and get
scraps,
talent.
man. That's his MO.
That's
He's
dumb.
full scraps from the jump, y'all. I know it's dumb, but that's what I seen it a lot of time in New Orleans. I've been screaming, give Drew more receivers. Like we need some named receivers, and he saying he gives Lance Moore. He give us
you admit he's the problem.
Freaking Every Harrison. He give us these guys.
The beer man.
Robert
Remember the
Meacham.
beer man? Remember the beer man?
He literally probably met beer man at the freaking bar and like, hey man, you like to run.
So you're admitting he's the problem.
Oh, he has an ego. If his ego wasn't so big, then he will, it'll be a lot better. But it's his ego.
Sean Payton's a douchebag.
Hold on now. See, give Ben credit. At least he did admit.
I say that it's his ego because he won't fool everybody by pulling scraps out of the metal.
Won't he do it?
Why would you pull scraps and just go get what you really need? Go get the talent you really need. I think he just want to mold. He's like a control freak, where he want to control people.
Hey,
the locker room because he want people with personality that gonna burst out and have
question him.
So question him. So you kind of
Russell Wilson. Hey Ben, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud. It's a new year. You changing. I can see you, brother. You got a little glow to you. Bless it, Lord. Won't he do it? He did it to him.
I've seen too many times where guys question him. Next, they've been in the doghouse for like 2 weeks.
Yep.
Reggie he was in the doghouse till he learned how to be quiet, and he finally got back on the field and stuff. So
think about the people that he could have got this summer, like Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. He could have went out and got. He could have traded for Devontae Adams. He don't want to win. Go get Michael Thomas off the street.
Like we had freaking Brandon Coleman that he got from freaking Rutgers, who's an undrafted guy. He was 6'6". He's like, oh yeah, I can do something with him. It just that's the only problem, man, that I hate about his ego.
Trying to find the next Marcus Coaster, man.
Yeah, man. Like who? That's what I'm saying. If it's all through the Saints' history, the players that he drafted were like undrafted guys, 7 rounders, made them Pro Bowlers. Pierre Thomas, undrafted. That's just
can't do that. This day and age, you got to go get some players.
Yeah, this day and age, you need names. You need some names.
I'm gonna say this.
All right, so in the NFC.
Let me say one thing.
Hold on, Ben.
What's up, one thing? It's gonna be quick. They're too much wide out talent for him not to be able to find weapons. That's all I want to say.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. Go ahead, Mose.
Nothing. I had nothing to say. I just want to hear what I was gonna say.
In the NFC, in order for the Bucks to for the Bucks to get in, they have to beat the Saints, and the Falcons have to beat. Oh, I wrote down the Bucks twice. Who the Falcons play?
The Falcons play the Panthers.
I wrote that down twice. Okay,
they play Carolina.
All right, yeah. The Falcons have to beat
the Bucks.
Where is
the Saints? Got to play the Bucks.
Yeah, the Bucks have to play against Saints, so the Bucks have to win a game, and the Falcons have to beat the Panthers. Yes. So, but the
and they need the Saints to win.
Lose. Yeah, the Falcons need the Saints to win for the Falcons to get in, and the Buccaneers to win.
So the Saints gonna tank. They're gonna tank because they don't like the Falcons.
Yeah, man, they better put in freaking Taysom Hill with one leg.
Not Buffalo. Tampa Bay should win convincingly. You would think,
right? We ain't playing. We ain't helping the Falcons get in. Like crazy. Shoot, they might throw Taylor Gatwood out there at tight end.
Yeah,
Signed 10 days.
I'll be breathing heavy. I can go a couple plays though.
You know what I'm saying? You
Give me
tall
one
though.
good game checks. I'll go out there.
Gatwood, what's your number will be? Not
Yeah.
98?
My what? My number?
Gatwood about 6'5", 240. So there you go. Nah, I don't know about 240. You lost some weight since then.
240 on a 6'5" guy is not a lot though.
Yeah, I mean,
Gatwood not a small guy.
He's pretty accurate.
Okay. So they throw Gatwood in tight end, watch them come Dallas Goddard or something like that. And there you go. But I think the Bucs gonna get in. Falcons, they way too late to make quarterback change.
I should have listened to my own advice a month ago and put a bet on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right.
Like I thought, I knew from a month ago they was gonna win this division. I can see it.
Well, man, the Falcons need to be studied, man. They straight exploded like out of nowhere down the stretch, man.
Baker needs some love, man. Baker had a great year.
No.
Yeah.
Baker needs some love.
What you say, most? No.
Oh, my bets, man.
Oh, your bets. Hey, you make me want to take mine. I got one going on right now.
Oh man, I just need Peyton to score 4 more points. Peyton Pritchard. Man, the sports bet, man. I like it, but most of the time I hate it. I hate it. I hate sports gambling. I really do.
Yeah, me too. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't stand it. Even when I was winning, maybe because I'm losing a lot, I wasn't losing as much with underdog. I wasn't. I just wasn't.
Me neither, bro. I swear I wasn't.
See, the problem is, man.
Oh my god.
Just go to Bovada and just bet on these games, man. Try to win $10, $5.
I've been, of course, losing, but I'm trying to. I don't put that much, so you know, I'm still learning the system.
You know, if I catch myself on losing streak, I go bet like $2 on a game. See, can I win like $6, $7 to make myself feel good? All right.
When football season is over, I will be taking. I won't be as prominent betting probably. I'm probably calm down a little bit.
I made pretty good money when hockey and baseball going on together.
I was when baseball come back, I probably jump it. I'm a bet. Don't get me wrong, but like football season is like my prime. It's just you know, you look.
We did really good this year, Flowers. We did really good this year. All right, MVP race, man. I know RCU brought up Saquon Barkley. Mo, so you think should win MVP?
Damn. See, Joe Burrow. Nah, but for real though, I give it to Saquon because I'm tired of the running back, quarterbacks always winning. You know, just give it to the running back. Give it to him. In fact, who was the last MVP running back?
Adrian
Peterson.
Man,
AP all day.
He rushed for 2,000 yards.
Exactly. Saquon, 2,000 yards. That's historic. I will give it to him this year.
Who you have, Gatwood?
I think it should be Joe Burrow, but it's not going to be. I think Joe Burrow, what he's done for that team, man. I mean, I know they're 8-8, but the way he's kept them together this whole year, and they still got a small chance. I mean, I would pick him, but I mean, Lamar Jackson's got some crazy stats too. I mean, obviously getting Derrick Henry helped him too, helped open up that whole offense. But I wouldn't be mad at Barkley either. But I bet it's going to be between Allen and Lamar probably.
Who you think, Flowers?
I think the consistency, I think it goes to Josh Allen. I just think it's just an overhaul consensus to get him an MVP. Like if you just listen to the media, they don't even talk about other people other than Josh Allen. Me personally, I'm a Saquon guy because of when you talk about MVP and impact to a team, the Eagles without what are the Eagles without Saquon Barkley? We've seen it last year.
Just some regular birds.
You seen it last year. Terrible. they were good. They won 9-10 games, but they get in the playoffs and they get stomped out. You give Saquon 20-25 carries a game, voila, you're one of the top 5 teams in the league. So I think that says a lot about the instant impact that he put on the Eagles. But in fairness, I get why people want Josh Allen to be the MVP. For them to be 13 games in, and he's won. And he has less. If you look at everybody that's in this conversation, he has less, and he's doing more. So I understand it from that aspect. And I do want to say if the Bengals make the playoffs, Joe Burrow should be the MVP.
I agree.
Facts, I agree.
If they make the playoffs, Joe Burrow should definitely be in heavy consideration to be the MVP.
Yeah, my pick would be Josh Allen, but Joe Burrow is very interesting. Like, I don't see why a team have to make the playoffs for a guy to be MVP, especially if his stats are up there with Allen. I think his stats are better than Allen. His passing yards.
Joe is leading passing yards, passing touchdowns, I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
like 72% completion percentage or something ridiculous.
Well, so what's the criteria though for MVP? That mean
you gotta have a winning
top
winning
dog?
team?
You have to have a winning record.
Yeah, hot top record, stats. I mean, like I say, Joe
recency bias.
Yeah, recency
bias. The only thing that holding back Joe Burrow is his team is holding him back from winning MVP per se.
He's definitely not the reason.
Yeah, he's not the reason at all.
They'd be 0-16 if he wasn't on the team.
Hey, but I have this thing about Joe Burrow. I've only seen Joe Burrow with good talent. Since everybody want to make this deal about talent, I've never seen Joe Burrow play without Higgins, Chase, Jefferson, Marshall. Just always had talent around him. I wonder what he would look like in Josh Allen's situation.
I don't think we'll ever I don't think we'll ever find out.
We won't, but I'm just saying if you put Josh Allen,
so you saying
what Josh Allen is.
Give Josh Allen Chase. Give Josh Allen Chase and
oh my god,
goodness! Did you feel that? Whatever like that. You felt something come over you when you said that. Did you feel that? That's all I'm saying. I like Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow looks like he's legit, but I'll just keep going back to this talent shit that everybody want to tell me about. People keep saying we don't want. He got all that talent. But Joe Burrow got a guy that carried me in fantasy. I was dead and came back alive because this dude getting 40 points by himself. And T. Higgins might pop out and get his, and then second, and then Chase Brown came on. So when I look at what Josh Allen is doing with who?
Yeah. Shakir, yeah.
James Cook been a little bit of letdown this year.
He ain't Dalvin.
He's been a letdown this year.
He's been okay. He's at his moments.
He let Ryan Davis take some of his carry. Man, Ryan Davis looking better than him in the last game.
Do you realize Joe Burrow
had a good line in the NFL? He's never had a good line.
But yeah, that's true. But do you realize Joe Burrow has played with the two best receivers in the National Football? Like, listen, man, he has played with the best two receivers in the National Football League on the same team. Like, that LSU team was out of his mind. All you had to do was throw it up.
Of course, we're in agreement with. We know you need talent, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But in Josh Burrow, let's start with Josh Allen. If you give Josh Allen Jamar Chase, man, Jamar is gonna put up those same numbers. But I don't want to discredit what Joe is doing, because him having that talent allows us to see how great Joe can be. Okay.
But I guess what I'm saying about quarterback and why I think it's so freaking overrated, because that's why I'm at with it, is you can't do nothing without skilled players and offensive line play.
No doubt.
Nothing. So I had this dude want to tell me that Kurt Warner is just great. No, he isn't. Steve McNair played in a Super Bowl with nothing. Okay. This guy had the greatest show on turf and one of the best running backs in NFL history. If you swap the quarterback, Steve got a ring. Okay? Can you imagine Steve McNair playing with? Can you imagine Steve McNair playing with the greatest show on turf?
Just give him Torrey Holt or Isaac Bruce. Just give him one of them. Just
give him Marshall Faulk. Listen, man.
They had
I'm gonna be real
Adam.
with you.
They had who that white guy was it? Pro.
Ricky Pro was on the Rams. He was on the Rams.
Yeah, Ricky Pro. They had Ricky Pro.
Ricky Pro. What was the fast guy? The fast.
Muhammad
Hakeem Isaac.
Hakeem.
Hakeem.
Yeah.
Who's the
They
tight
out
end?
there. Keith Sweat. Nobody. They out there cutting like deer.
Kevin Dyson, Mason.
Did he have White? I don't think he had. I don't think he had Darren Mason in the Super Bowl.
No,
he had Dyson.
Drew Bennett was one of the guys.
White check.
No, he didn't have. He didn't have
the other
Darren Mason.
receiver.
He didn't have Mason in the Super Bowl. He got Darren Mason little after
the year after.
But after that, yeah.
Okay,
dude. Let me tell you something. The NFC was dominating at that time. The AFC was kind of down. It was the Ravens and the Titans. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm not discrediting Joe. I love Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow throws a beautiful football. He's a great guy. But all I'm saying is Josh Allen right now, his turnovers are down. Yeah. He has less weapons. His defense isn't as great as it's been. He's carrying them, man. Yeah, he's carrying them. He's doing what
he got like double-digit rushing touchdowns also.
Shoot, that I forgot what game that was against. I think it was 49ers. We had like 5 touchdowns by himself. It was something.
Hey, listen, Rams.
When you he had 5 touchdowns by himself.
I'm just saying, how can they give Josh Allen the MVP over Lamar though if Lamar has better stats? Like how can they do that?
But Lamar has a better supporting cast. Derrick Henry is like.
Yeah, I say because of the record. If the Bills' record isn't better than the Ravens, Lamar easily wins this. I just think Josh Allen winning 12, 13 games is what's putting him over.
Okay, prime example. C.J. Stroud is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. C.J. had, before he got Diggs, a healthy Tank Dell, a healthy Nico Collins. Then he get but on paper before the season started, you're like, oh my God. But so when you lose those players, now all of a sudden he's standing in the press conference talking about, I think it's me. I need to play better. No, it ain't you, bro. It ain't you. When Hut,
his online trash.
Who am I throwing to?
O-line's so bad.
Dude, it's a lot.
Throwing to, I think they messed up the chemistry some way, somehow. They did something to the chemistry of that team, and it's not hitting the
same. Offense coordinator is terrible.
Yeah, I'm just saying Slowick doesn't know what the hell he's doing. You gotta protect CJ Stroud. You have to shorten the game. You have to give him some quick stuff. You can't just let CJ hold on to the ball if the offensive line is terrible.
But I'll say this: I just don't think Joe Montana is that great without Roger Craig, Jerry Rice, John Taylor, Brent Jones. I think he's good. But you take him away.
You gotta think about it. See, I mean, the executives told you, the NFL execs told you. I mean, they took him away in the 4th round.
Let that marinate on your spirit. That's all I'm telling.
No disrespect to Joe.
I'm making my point, being when you tell me,
I think some guys just have intangibles, man. It's not about what weapons he had. It's the intangibles,
I mean, you have to have intangibles, but there can be what RC is saying. There can be a round where you have intangibles, the whole 9 yards, and you got a guy that can't catch shit.
Look at Carson Wentz. They said, I forgot who came out and talked about Carson, but they say it was his attitude. He was selfish.
But dude,
his
listen,
attitude would ruin him.
We got 2 examples in the National Football League where we had 2 guys in Oblivia and the castaways, and Geno Smith and Sam Darnold, and they passed through some organization that say their career, and they played with DK Metcalf. They played with talent. They got talent. And so their careers will revive. Even Russell Wilson getting a chance to play with George Pickens. And you just got to have, skilled players. You got to be, because I think every quarterback in the National Football League can play. I think they can. You just got to be in a system. You got to be with the right system.
Some people just don't got it. That I will.
Some people just don't.
Some people just don't have it.
So Jameis Winston threw the year before Brady gets there. Jameis throw for 5,000 yards. That right, Cloud?
Yeah, that was a 30-30 year.
Yeah.
Okay, then Brady comes in with all that knowledge, and also he brings Gronk and Antonio Brown. Look what he bringing in on the team. Now you got Mike Evans, Antonio Brown, you got
Godwin.
Goodwin. God,
We dog walk them guys.
Right. All these
We
guys.
dog walk.
But think about that. Think about that. Man. The GOAT need all that help to win a Super Bowl.
He's old.
I wonder why.
I mean,
okay,
all
right.
And he knew them. He knew
So,
Gronk, and Gronk was on his last leg too. Gronk was.
You saw though. He was still playing.
I mean, Brady kind of won with less. Wasn't his number one receiver with Deion Branch at one point?
Wait, Mose. No, don't do that.
We're going with
because listen,
I mean that's a legitimate thought though.
Brady was a Brady is a GOAT game manager. Go look it up. He's a GOAT game manager.
I know.
Of course, like
until he gets Moss, he out there just dinking and dunking his ass down the field and taking care of football. He's smart.
So you think
Kevin
what about
AJ, Dylan, and I mean he had a great support cast. All right, we gotta move on. Black Monday. So the Saints already fired their coach, Dennis Allen. A lot of people a lot of people tie Aaron Glenn or Mike Vrabel to the Saints.
Please,
coaching
Aaron Glenn.
position. Do y'all agree with those two candidates for the Saints?
I want y'all to keep making the same mistake over and over again.
Yeah.
Ben Johnson should be your coach, but keep making the same mistake.
He wants to go to Chicago, from my understanding.
We ain't getting Ben Johnson. Ben Johnson gonna choose where he want to go. You know what I'm saying? You might want him. We may want him, but at the end, he gonna choose which place he gonna go to. You know, he's the darling. He's the glamour girl that everybody wants. And he gets to choose which one he want to go.
All right.
Brian Dable, what you say?
He get Caleb Williams with that.
Everybody dog walking. Everybody just spitting on Caleb Williams right now.
Mike McCarthy interested in the Bears.
I seen that earlier.
Oh God, go home, man.
I need Mike McCarthy to stay in Dallas.
Oh, he's still in Dallas, right? So what
this
is
his last year in his contract.
Well, they say
stay in Dallas.
They say
Jerry Jones said we gonna get to that when we get to that. So I don't know. So should the Giants keep Brian Dable for the new quarterback coming in? Should they clear house and restart over, or they should give him one more chance? Cause he didn't choose Daniel Jones, but
get rid of him.
Hey man,
start new.
He
did have. Hold on, he did have 2 rookies eclipse 1,000 yards.
I mean,
I like Brian Dable. I think Brian Dable got stripes with me when he got Josh Allen over the loophole that he was in. Like you say, just bad organization. I'm not gonna blame Dable for what the Mariners are doing as far as committing to the wrong people. I'm quite sure Dable was told, John Mara to keep Saquon Barkley. But as these things are, Dable's probably on the short end of the stick, so I wouldn't be shocked if they let him go. But I can also seeing him survive one more year.
Isn't he one of Belichick's disciples?
Yes, that or Nick Saban.
Fire his ass immediately.
Somebody said he has a Ozempic brain. You said also.
Hey man, I think that just being honest about New York did some crazy stuff getting rid of Saquon. They just that ain't got nothing to do with Dable.
Yeah, right. Like
Dable got him to the playoffs.
Y'all know how I was on Saquon. Even I would say keep Saquon and get rid of Daniel Jones. I said that. So they made a big mistake.
He was worth $40 million, bro.
And then you cut him in the middle of the season.
Brian Dable got dealt a bad hand. You gotta stop taking these jobs, coaches. Gotta stop taking these jobs, man. That's horrible.
Think of how great Brian Dable was when he was the offensive coordinator in Buffalo.
Yeah.
I almost went to the Super Bowl to win for the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's true.
Yeah, imagine if your GM comes to you and says, "Yeah, look, we're gonna get rid of Saquon and give Daniel Jones $40 million." I mean, you just
you say what? You crazy? Stupid. Don't do it.
Cut my legs from under me, John Mayer.
I'm like, if you get rid of Saquon, just go ahead and get rid of me. I ain't staying here.
You can pay me while I sit at home. I'm telling you.
I ain't coaching that team.
Hey,
All right,
I've been like us on the confession video. Don't play like that.
like April Fool jokes.
Don't
Like,
play
playing,
like that,
right?
man.
Y'all playing?
Don't play
All
like
right,
that.
Doug Pierce here in the Jazz.
He's gone.
Does he get the axe? He get the
Yeah,
axe.
Peterson's gone, man. He's gone.
You can hear him falling right now if you listen.
Yeah.
It's over. It's over. It's over.
Y'all think
Who
Trevor
gets
Lawrence?
that job though? Who gets that job?
A younger guy. Go for a younger coach.
That's a
Deal
good
with
question.
Trevor.
I don't think Jacksonville's gonna keep Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah, I don't either.
Please cut
Wow.
it. Please cut it. Please cut it. Cut it.
You want him to go to $40?
Yes,
You can't
yes.
collect quarterbacks, bro. You
Somebody
we can.
said
pay
something the other
one.
day that made sense.
Yeah, we can. We can cut. You can put him on as a backup. Yeah, we can. Come on, brother.
Since
Come
the
on.
Raiders
Hey,
aren't picking with the top pick, somebody like that should go after him or Kyler Murray, is what somebody was saying the other day.
The Saints need somebody, so I give Trevor a shot. He's better than what we have right now.
Yep.
I don't think
Kick
he'd
the
be
top.
good for y'all, though. I don't think
I
he'd be
think-
good for y'all.
He'll be running the West Coast. I think that's easy enough for him.
I'm not sure if this
Yep,
is
that's easy for
true.
him.
I'm not sure if this is true, but Jacksonville may be looking at somebody like Robert Saleh, but I'm not sure that's true. or not.
Please, Robert Saleh. No, Robert Saleh. No.
Well,
I hope he
he
don't
need to
take
stick
that
with Green
job.
Bay as a consultant, and he might work his way into that staff. That's
We
dumb.
need a
Nah.
defensive coordinator in Indianapolis.
Right. Antonio Pierce with the Raiders. He's good or he's gone.
Going. Dion and Shador the package.
He fumbled
Yeah,
the bag.
they
done messed that
He
up.
literally fumbled Shador.
Yeah.
Just lose. Like, you don't
See, well,
got to
I
tell
want
people
to say
you
something. I'm glad you said that because I want to say something about that. We have to be realistic. Of course, we know these teams need to lose, but for us to sit up here and think the players and the coaches are just gonna lay down,
Yeah, that's
they're
real.
not.
They're not. They prideful, and then
Yeah,
some of them
they
guys
playing.
playing. They playing for
Some of them
They're for
incentives.
another job.
I'll say this. Some of them already clocked out. I mean, I've seen it happen too many times with organizations, players. Some of them already on vacation.
Well,
Well,
the ones with they got the big contracts, yeah, maybe, but it's too many other guys that don't have guaranteed money and they're auditioning for another team or a spot with the new regime.
yeah.
Yeah, I saw that firsthand from the Saints game this past Sunday. Them backup for the Raiders playing harder than our black backups.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe what I was seeing. So
Well, I mean, you gotta understand about Antonio Pierce too. He's ex-player. He ain't got no quit in him. So
Yeah, they ain't gonna quit. They ain't gonna lay down.
he needs to go coach in college though. He need to go coach in college.
I agree.
As far as the Raiders, they may be looking at either like I said, I don't know these reports true. Either John Gruden or I heard they had
Again?
why would they
Mike
go
Vrabel.
again?
Possibly.
There's
But I
some
think
bad
they leaning
coaching
towards-
selections.
I
They
think
need
they leaning
somebody.
towards Vrabel.
John Gruden's a good coach, man. He's a good coach.
The Raiders need
Yeah.
something fresh, man.
Not for the
They
Raiders,
don't need
yeah.
Vrabel.
Mike
They don't
Vrabel
need
is
Vrabel.
probably number one candidate on a lot of people's list, I would think.
I like John.
What?
But I wouldn't bring it back to the Raiders again.
Yeah.
You don't give him another 10-year deal?
Hell no.
Wow, you know I saw that pissed me off today.
What's
That
that?
as soon as I read the comment, I thought about you. Mickey Lewis said, "I want to bring in a good friend
See?
for the head
See?
coach." I said, "You mother sucker."
See? Get rid of Loomis.
Well, what are you talking about, a good friend? We don't need no friends. I need somebody that want to win. They're gonna
friend.
tell you like it is, Mickey. You don't need no friend.
Yeah.
Mickey don't want no pushback. Mickey
Hey, bro,
want
do y'all
whatever he
know
say
anybody named Mickey?
Mickey
Mouse.
Mouse.
Do him.
Mickey Mantle. That's about the only two Mickeys I know.
That's it. Mickey Mantle. Yep, Mickey Mantle.
Yeah.
Mickey Mouse.
Yeah, all right. Mike McCarthy and the Cowboys, you already said that he trying to go to the Bears.
This is a rumor.
Rumor.
Yeah, well,
he
yeah,
be interested in the job.
it's a rumor.
Just
Let me
rumors.
put that out there. Disclaimer: it's a rumor. Do
The-
the Bears?
That sounds like high blood pressure.
Do the Bears? Do the Bears entertain that? Do they entertain that thought? Of
I don't
Mike
think
McCarthy?
Mike McCarthy's a bad coach.
He's
I
stale.
personally
I
don't.
think
He's a bad coach.
I think he's cut from the ilk of Sean Payton. They have what you call
Come
they have
on, bro.
No, I'm serious. They have a winning pedigree. They have a style which they're true to. They're gonna stay. They're stubborn to that style. It's not that they're bad coaches. Just like Tomlin and Gruden. Tomlin's the same way. Tomlin has a style and a system. He's gonna stick to that. He's never gonna deviate from that. So, can it work? Can it continue to work? Is the issue? Can you
again?
win
The
championships?
Bears need somebody fresh, young, and energetic, like the Rams did with Sean McVay. They need somebody.
I think he'll do a good job. It won't be Dallas.
You don't think McCarthy would do a great job with Caleb Williams? Honest question.
I don't know. They don't see them clicking.
Why not?
I don't know.
Bro,
he has a little. I don't want to say prima donna. He's kind of like extra sometimes. So
Caleb?
Yeah, he's kind of extra sometimes.
Let me ask you this. Okay, I get what you're saying, but if McCarthy can deal with Aaron Rodgers, I would think Caleb Williams would be a walking.
That's true.
It'd be a piece of cake.
Man, Aaron Rodgers probably made me hate coming to work. Like, dang on.
Yeah, because you got to think about it. There was rumors that Aaron. I think it was one of the receivers that played. I think Jennings said that they would call in plays. McCarthy would call in a play, and he would change the plays on the man.
That ain't no rule. If he didn't like the play, he throw it out of bounds. He calls it a throwaway. I remember.
Like, I got quit. I know he's a star quarterback, but how somebody not just grab this man by the collar yet? And just like
Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, like how a player not know that somebody to grab this man by the collar.
Freaking Rodgers. If he doesn't win that Super Bowl, you can do that.
I don't care who you is.
If Aaron doesn't win that Super Bowl, you can do that. But when he won that Super Bowl,
Aaron Rodgers has been Aaron Rodgers since Cal, so you ain't nobody telling that dude nothing.
He's a guy's guy. Like the guys like him. See that's what people get it messed up. You know, everybody paint Aaron Rodgers to be this difficult person, but the majority of his teammates like him.
Yep, and he gives out free drugs.
Like a guy like that. Hey guys, you want to come over and do a little hour?
Hey, I like butterflies when they're alive. Butterflies come from caterpillars.
The brownies.
Hey, y'all want to go on a little rocket ship? Y'all want to go out there with me?
That dude, he's out there.
He is, bro.
Y'all want a Lambo leak with me?
Right.
Crazy.
All right. Imagine watching Reading Rainbow on shrooms. I bet that's something.
Reading Rainbow. The story came to life.
It's sitting in the living room with me. That butterfly conversation. It took my soul with it. Do you know this butterfly was once a caterpillar? I'd have been like, bitch, what's wrong with you? Hey, well, this butterfly not connected with a butterfly, though. That butterfly scared of your ass.
Oh man. All right, last one. Well, we got two more. Jerry Mayo and the Patriots. Gone or he's staying?
If they fire Gerard Mayo, I'm with RC with the advocation of stop these black men, stop taking these throwaway jobs like this. Because Gerard Mayo was the owner's decision. The owner didn't want to spend any money. So allow him the chance to grow, because we can't honestly say it's Gerard Mayo's fault that they don't have nothing on the roster. You found the quarterback, now you can build. So, but you don't want Mayo to take the credit for it, you know? Just give it. You gotta give it a chance.
I can
believe
just see
that it has
Gerard
to
Mayo.
be.
I don't know why I can just see Mayo bringing the owner, some paperwork. You're like, hey, how about this guy that just walked in? We'll make him the head coach. That's how I feel like. It was just so like we knew that he was a good coordinator, but we didn't think he was just
great player.
OC. Yeah, like we didn't think he was gonna be a head coach that fast.
I think the issue is having an understanding. Like Lovie Smith would do this, and even Ron Rivera. Quit taking jobs, man, that don't. You're not getting a fair shot and a fair chance. Like even Steve Wilkes that took the Arizona Carter job and got fired after 1 year with Josh Rosen. Like these are traditional losers. You're not gonna have time to win. So that's not the Patriots. are not traditional losers, but they've been losing here the last 3 or 4 years. So get out of there, Mayo.
All right.
I need
Jets.
DC.
Last one. I think the Jets.
Adios, Bendejo. He's going too.
So
There's
man,
no
hold
intern.
that,
Yeah, Urbich is gone. There's no intern coaches that's gonna get head coaching jobs this year.
Yeah.
So
that's gonna be an intriguing job. Like I would like to see McCarthy there. I think
Aaron Rodgers might not be there. That was a report that Aaron Rodgers and the owner
Devontae Adams might not.
They not all of them not seeing eye to eye. So Aaron Rodgers and Adams might be going tomorrow.
They both need to retire. Both of them two need to retire together.
Y'all said what Aaron Rodgers said though in that interview today. He said,
"What he said today?
The last 2 years, this has been the best 2 years of my life with the Jets." He says the best 2 years of his life. Yeah, what's he talking about?
He was on ayahuasca when he said.
Yeah, he was on ayahuasca when he was his eyes glazed over? Cause there's no way.
I'm gonna have to go back and look.
Yeah, he said it was the best 2 years of his life.
I bet he ain't know where he was.
I'm gonna tell you why. Whatever drug he's doing, it has him. It got to be the same drug that Brett Favre's doing because it's the same. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes and plays somewhere and be good next year. Because y'all listen, it's something about that dude. It's like he self-sabotaged this when he probably realized it wasn't gonna work out the way it's gonna work out. He's smarter than we think he is. I think he still got something in the tank, and he'll go somewhere next year.
Achilles injury too.
Yeah, he'll go somewhere next year and be pissing me off again. You know, but
he's just because he took the exact Favre route. His career has panned out just like Favre.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you a place that can instantly can get better with him. Raiders can instantly get better with him. Instantly. Some team like Pittsburgh, which if they don't stay with Russ, just need a guy. You know, you gotta think about different teams that can just instantly get better. A quarterback away.
You taking them on the Niners?
No. You know why it's not that I wouldn't. It's not that I wouldn't take him. My coach is a dictator, and he wants to tell the quarterback what to do, and Aaron Rodgers can't be told what to do. It's gonna be somewhere where
the Saints. We just need steady gameplay from our quarterback.
I like.
You don't need another. You don't need another castaway quarterback, brother. You felt epically with doing that. You got 3 quarterbacks that come from different teams that ain't worked out for you.
Derek Carr he gonna be on the bench, man. He ain't gonna be the starter this year.
I'm gonna tell you why Pittsburgh is ideal. Because Aaron Rodgers was bringing fluidity to that offense that they've never had.
Yep.
Somebody to be able to to be able to change things, be able to
Devontae Adams,
operate outside the box. Yes.
Well, I guess Mike Williams said he bouncing.
That's true too.
Mike Williams, I'm out of here. All right.
Hold on, but before we go, I just want to say that the Jets did complete a GM interview for ESPN.
Riddick.
Yeah,
I love Lou
Riddick. It's a good dude.
So they did
go there,
interview.
If Jim Irsay was smart, you fire Chris Ballard and give Louis Riddick an interview.
Yeah, don't go to New York, Louis Riddick, please.
Louis
is a great eye.
Let's go into our game pick stands, man. We haven't seen these in about 2 weeks, so I got it right here. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see it. There we go.
Man, no music. Oh, there we go.
One more week.
Yeah.
This has been the closest
man. Look. Yep. Oh man, snap. That's the old one. My bad.
Oh yeah, this is the old. That's not.
Because I was sitting there counting that didn't look right.
I downloaded. Upload the wrong.
Oh man.
Hold up.
Ooh, this man.
Crazy.
Boo.
Don't boo me, man. Please don't boo me. Hold up, man. Stop the music. Stop the music. I messed up. I think I never downloaded it from my app. But since people ducking the pies and everything like that, when we get together, I think we get a dunking booth for all the losers that came in.
This man is out of his damn mind. Listen,
What do you
I'm
mean?
gonna be honest with you, Doc. You're ratcheting it up because you ain't sitting in the hole. So that's why you going. That's why you being a bit extreme. I bet you I won't get in this.
Next week he gonna be like,
I get a Dunkin' boo.
Next
What you
week
say,
Ben want to add sharks into the thing.
You
feel me, most?
Spice it up a little bit.
You feel me,
Man,
most?
y'all ducking the pies,
Hey,
man. Y'all ducking. T-Right
ever since he brought T-Right up, T-Right, we ain't seen it. T-Right running like a mother.
T-Right. There you go. I got it right here. Here it is. That's the game fit standing.
Either
Randy.
We swim with sharks.
Hey, bro, this week gonna
Randy,
be.
the only one that can catch Gatwood right now. And I pray that he does.
No, there's no. I can't miss
this week for to be very. This week for to be very interesting, man. Hey, look at that.
You gotta be careful.
Yep.
That's right, guys. Some of these players gonna be out. A lot of them are. So you gonna should be up in there. Randy said it's on, Gatwood. It's on.
You don't have a you don't have a chance, brother. Keep watching hockey.
I agree.
Hey, oh snap! Come on now.
Man.
Hey, Gatwood, you already choked at fantasy football. You can choke this one too.
I still got higher than you. I don't want to hear it. No, Jalen Hurts. I had to start. Man, I really need a bet.
Who won it?
Man, look, Gatwood gonna let my brother-in-law win it twice in a year. I haven't had a back-to-back champion never in that league.
So
Gatwood, hold on, Gatwood. Hold on. What's so funny is Gatwood, you lost to him last year in the championship game.
I got second 2 years ago.
Yes, you lost to him last year in the championship game.
You still behind me though.
That's beside the point.
Look. I had to pick up a quarterback. I picked up Aaron Rodgers, and he got me -1.
I told you that.
I'm trying. Who else did you get picked up that week?
Look, I told him. I said it was Bryce Young. Bryce Young was available.
20. I should have picked up, man. I should have consoled with y'all.
Yeah,
you should have.
I would.
You should have.
No, Aaron.
Ben wouldn't have told me. Ben wouldn't even told me. He probably would have told me to start.
I didn't tagged me. I threw you some people. Like, man,
I lost like 19 or something. Like
the quarterback hurt you.
Yeah, because
the quarterback.
Game.
Well, yeah,
that's crazy.
Oh, yeah. But I do have good news though. I won the podcast league for Voice of the Fans. So hey, thank you. Let me see. Do I have some music for myself? Yeah, I held it down for us.
See, my team choked in that one too because I was like 13-1 going into the playoffs.
Yeah, I beat Gatwood in the playoffs. I smoked
my team choked, man.
So I think for me, all the trash talking Ben did all year about how he was gonna do all this and. I mean, it's just like
I'm bringing
Broncos.
Hey,
Broncos.
He just like the Oregon Ducks. Don't back me up. I mean, what can I do? I'm putting him in a position to see, and they getting hurt.
He was the number one team all year, Oregon Ducks. I'm gonna start calling you Ben Lanning because you was number one team all year, just a layer egg. Don't
worry, RC. Don't worry, RC. Ben team was number one for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still going there, huh?
So it is.
All right, hey, let's go to overtime real quick. Well, I want to show this video. I want to show y'all this video, and I want to hear everybody's thoughts. All right, welcome to overtime. This video is about 3 minutes long, so grab some popcorn. Y'all need to listen to what he's saying to understand. So it's Gilbert Arenas talking about the women that guys are dating. So y'all need to listen to his explanation. He giving y'all explanation of why the guys date the women they do. So y'all gonna have to listen carefully to understand. All right, y'all ready?
Agent Zero. All right.
So James Harden is now Instagram official with his girlfriend, Paige Spites. Now, Paige has a baby with Mario Chalmers. She's also Lou Williams' ex-girlfriend.
Damn it, Jay.
This is the girl. Remember the wedding video where she caught the bouquet and then Harden is like looking all like crazy, like, oh no, not me.
Yeah.
why do you think that so many NBA guys date girls that other players have dated or have babies with other girls and, other NBA players and stuff like that, as opposed to saying, let me go completely out of this fishbowl and have someone completely new that doesn't have any ties into any people that I'll be playing with or against?
It's like Little Nemo.
Okay.
It's like the Little Nemo, right? It's a big ocean out there, right? And going out in that ocean, going outside that fish bowl, we don't know what to expect, right? You're talking about a bunch of guys that's it's more controlled than you would think. Like when you think about NBA players, with social media being so present, you don't really know who they are. You don't really see them much, right? Unless someone snaps them and put them on a story, you don't know what Kevin Durant does in his off time. Klay Thompson, you barely see him. You know what I mean? You bet Paul George, Giannis, right? Jason Tatum, Ja Morant. If they don't turn on their social media, you don't get to see these guys. So this girl, what did you say, Spice?
Paige Spites.
Paige
Spites.
She's been an NBA girl, right? She's been an NBA girl.
She's definitely an NBA girl.
Which
yes.
means she understands the rules. She understands the layout. She knows, she understands what needs to be done to keep these men happy, right? So she's going to always, if you have two girls, one is brand new, no basketball player knows, and then you have one that's dated two. If they're in a tryout, if this is a tryout,
she got more work experience.
She's going to know, like she's
got a
going to
better
know,
resume.
No, I mean, she's going to know the schedule.
Yeah.
Versus this one, right? So he comes home from practice. This was gonna have lunch ready. This and this. She doesn't know. She doesn't know when you get home. She don't know nothing about the road. She don't know this one packs your clothes up and knows what to give you. This one don't. She has to learn in real time, right? So this one be getting all A's while this one's being judged for not knowing nothing. So it's easier for an NBA player to mess with a girl who's already been around the block than this girl. We might get in one fight. She might call the police. Right? Of course they're gonna arrest me, right? Just being whatever, and then now I'm arrested. Now that messes up the money. Or she might get mad and do a rant on social media. Now I'm all exposed. The ones that's been around the block don't do that. So it's a little bit more, hey, she might be a little bit more dirtier under the nails.
Got a few more miles on it.
But my image stays a little bit cleaner.
All right. Hold up. There we go. Oh, who left? Hold up. Oh, RC left. So he gave explanation on why they choose those girls over and over besides somebody new. Flowers, what did you understand from what he was saying?
There's a lot to unfold with this. I'm trying to be as short and frank as I possibly can be. So Gilbert Arenas is pretty much saying or describing his situation in a sense. I don't think all NBA players are the same, and I think it's lazy for him to say, well, we date the same girls because they understand what we're doing. So pretty much what you're telling me without telling me is you're not a committed man to one woman. So that woman that you're messing with knows how you work on the road and this and that. You're making it like a woman outside of a fishbowl can't learn what an NBA man does. See, that's where communication comes in, and this is where we fail. All right. If you really wanted to work with somebody, you have to make compromises on both sides, not just one side, both sides. Far as I go into his comparison, if I have a new woman, if I'm playing the NBA and I go outside the fishbowl, I would think I would be able to communicate with my woman as far as how the NBA works. I would think I could call my woman. I am on the way home. Can you fix me something to eat? And then she can get acclimated in that because life is nothing but a bunch of reps. It's repetition. So the more we do things, the better we get at it. So for you to sit there and tell me that you can't go outside of this small circle of y'all playing pass around with the same woman and find you freshwater fish somewhere out in this blue vast ocean. You're studying swimming in the school of fish full of sharks and getting the same women. I don't get it. Stop making it like women can't change and adapt. We all can adapt and adjust our lives to do whatever we do, if we put our minds to. But that's lazy on Gilbert's part. We know what kind of person Gilbert is. I ain't trying to throw sand on the man, but Gilbert likes to get around. He got around when he was in the league. Everybody don't fit that same criteria. You talk about Giannis. Giannis is a family man. Jason Tatum's he's a family man now. He got 2 kids. He didn't marry yet, but there's more to you just going to different cities and knocking down who you gonna knock down. Compared to some people actually are grown up and have morals. Do not forget the fact of the matter that men are supposed to lead. They're supposed to lead. So lead somebody to figure out how that NBA life is going to work instead of dealing with somebody that knows how to keep your dirt under the rug.
That was good.
Yeah,
That was
that was
real
good.
good. Yeah, I agree.
Chuck,
That was real good,
Chuck,
Flops. Yeah, that was like being lazy.
I try to give you the
I didn't-
short version without me cussing
Yeah,
and doing all that stuff.
the way he was playing, like, so you tell me that you can't marry outside, you can't date outside of fishbowl, and like you said, again, acclimated to NBA, like, hey, my skills was this, and this. I'll be home, this and this and this.
Communication.
I need to have my bag packed and this ready. Cause we know good and well those type of women they passing around ain't cooking for them when they get home.
She
Like,
had my Gucci flippers out.
Right.
Yeah, but
they out shopping and doing other things. Like, it's no what. That's go ahead. RC, go ahead. Your thoughts, man.
Tell me you lame or you can't get women outside without telling me you can't get women, because without basketball and money, who are you? So these same guys calling Travis Hunter simps and lame and whack, but strip them down. See, it's another way to look at simp and weak. You want a stupid person. Just tell people you want a stupid woman. You don't want nobody with sense. You don't want nobody with understanding or self-worth. You want somebody you can control and manipulate. So what y'all do is, y'all get the same women. I always thought about that. Like, man, listen, Lil Wayne got a baby for the same baby that Nipsey Hussle got a baby for and got the same. Like, y'all don't feel weird. Do you realize what God did for men when it pertains to women? It's Baskin Robbins. And you mean to tell me you go in there Baskin Robbins and get the same vanilla ice cream over and over and over? You out your damn mind. Because you know why? You're saying I'm going to take this because this is simple, this is stupid, this is dull, this is... Who wants to... But then you make children with them. That's the problem that I have. You bring kids in this world that going to have, come into very toxic environments without fathers, real fathers. Cam Newton tries to say this in so many words, wanting somebody that, hey, I can come up with this world because I have money. Yeah. But if you flip these roles, these men wouldn't go for this. See what I'm saying? If you flip these roles and you tell this woman that he care about, hey, this woman said, I'm gonna be with you and your friend, and it's gonna benefit me. Everything's gonna be built around me and how I feel. But like Flower said, man, it's very lazy on Gil's part. He's ratting on a lot of people without knowing that he's doing it.
Yeah.
And that's why Vlad got him on there, and Vlad's actually laughing at him at his expense. But that's real weird, man. Like, dude he need to grow up, man. Really do.
All right. Most, you got any thoughts, any words?
I want to say something with the Travis Hunter thing, and I'm gonna be real quick, because this ain't a dating show. My only issue is because it has nothing to do with him being an athlete, but it's just how society is. My only issue is that if you're gonna be in a relationship, and you live in your relationship throughout the internet, as far as like these shows, these podcasts and whatnot. All I'm saying is that everybody don't have to know every single little thing about you.
Yep,
Amen.
that's real.
And
That's
that
real.
and it had nothing to do with athlete, because I see it all the time when I go on social media. I know more things about people that I never met
That's
because
it.
they just put their business out there. You don't have to be like everybody else.
Yeah.
You may not like a certain type of food, fine, but stuff like what's going on with you and your partner, or what you doing in the bedroom, you don't have to say none of that. None of it. It is not our business. Yeah,
Right.
because at the end of the day, Travis is not the first, and he won't be the last athlete to, as far as like, have a relationship through like shows and social media. You know what I'm saying? I give Brian, man, I think Brian is a perfect example because Savannah, she have her own thing as well, but guess what? We don't know everything about Brian. And that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Now, every now, as far as what Gil's saying, every athlete is not like Gil. You know what I'm saying? Every athlete is not like that's just how he rolled. And we need to make sure that we don't judge every single ball player as far as what Gil was talking about. Cause not every, I mean, y'all mentioned Tatum, man. I like
It's good people
Brian.
that he's mentioning, making it like they have this dark life that we don't know nothing about.
Yep.
And they
secret
might.
society. Yep.
Right. Gatwood, you have any thoughts, man?
Well, I mean, pretty much everything that y'all said. So I mean, I agree with all of it. I mean, this is a different ball game than people like us. We don't really know what goes on behind the scenes with them, and their relationships are a lot different than people in the real world. So, their relationships are based off of things like lots of money, and I feel like outside the fish. If I was an athlete, I'd want to be outside the fish bowl. So
right, because like some of these women are not prominent women, like lawyers or judges. Like they don't go after those type of women that have their own success. They go after these people that hang around, float around. Right. So that's what it kind of caught me by surprise. Like, dang, so they don't really go after like women that's already successful, like that already have their own company, or you would think somebody who's a millionaire would go after somebody that's successful like that's have their own branding.
You know why they don't?
Like that? Why?
Because when you get a woman, that means I can't control you.
Exactly.
So my thing is, I've been around athletes, and it's just not athletes. Any man that want to have any kind of control over a woman, it starts with financial stability. Most of these women set themselves up in position so they can. I need this man to take care of me. That's some women. That's their love language. What you gonna do for me? And I'll do it.
They'll tolerate anything that a man does as long as you're taking care. As long as they're taken care of.
So, which brings me to the point that I'll make about Travis Hunter and where he's at fault and where he's setting himself up for a long-term heartbreak is people who, if you don't value me before the money, if I was never your type and you didn't like me before the money, okay, when the roles reverse and I become the prize and you become just another woman, you really gonna hate me. Because you're saying I loved you when you didn't nobody like you before Dion, got all this, stuff done for you. But I just think in my heart of hearts, Gilbert Arenas is the loud. He's just like Boosie. If you listen to Boosie talk, sometimes he have some great points. Then sometimes you be like, man, you really think like that. And so look at Scottie Pippen. He's one of those guys. Like Scottie probably thought this lady was good for him, and now look, it like turned to the left, and now everybody's dating his old. It's nothing cute about that.
A lot of athletes put their money out first, and it's like they forget the morals per se.
A lot of these dudes, that's why I say they call this man a simp. They didn't have money, so they get money. Now they want to date the women that they've always admired. Listen, I'm not rich at all, but if I came into some money and I wasn't. Wasn't married, I'm not going to find fucking Nia Long. You hear me? No.
Right.
No. Listen.
Right.
I'm not looking for no chick on the. That's you. But I'm not looking for no chick on my block that I've known majority of my life because I got money now. I always wanted you. It's ran through. When you see
That's
Uncle
recipes
Ron,
for disaster.
when you see me, you're gonna be like, what in the world did he find? Where did he find her at? You see what I'm saying? And she gonna look, Gatwood, she gonna be speaking a different language. I'm gonna learn how to speak it so you can't. So my thing is, you know how Jerome was talking to her flowers, you know Jerome can speak that. I'm gonna be speaking that to her. They don't want to have nothing of their own.
I'm telling you, it's weird. And Hollywood's the same way. Like,
yeah, that's what it is. What they call it, Hollywood, because now they part of party. They part of
it goes on in
it goes on in be part of.
It goes on in the projects in the hood and in society. And so what they did, you just added money to it, to the dumb stuff. That's all it is.
It's damaging generations. That's what it is. That's all.
How you and Shaq was the main one. Shaq and Gilbert was dating the same chick. And Gilbert was like, he was heartbroken behind it. But like, I don't understand. Like, why are you heartbroken?
Man,
this is the same guy that tell you what he used to do in the back of a limo to a certain person. I ain't gonna say no name.
Mm-hmm.
You can go find this out. He'll tell you about how nasty he used to be with women. So I'm saying you gotta take what Gilbert Arenas say with a grain of salt because we might like the same thing, but not have the same taste, you know.
Yeah. Take the money away from Jay-Z and Lil Wayne and tell me what woman looking upside the head. It's somebody, everybody.
That's why I couldn't do it because you can ask Dustin this. We had this code that we did not date the same or talk to the same girl. No. If you date her, then she off limits.
Dog, listen. I'm gonna go a little bit further. There were guys that I wasn't even cool with. I had a situation where I was training this guy, and I was training this guy's girl. Didn't know that it was his girl, but she was coming to my thing, and she told him that I was his trainer or whatever. And he found out about it. He said, "Man, please don't mess with her because I pay bills at her house." I'm like, "What?" Like in my mind, first of all, I ain't studying the girl, but you telling me you pay bills there. You ain't say this your old lady. There? So that's big simp. You paying bills there, okay? So in my mind, I'm thinking like, bro, I'm not even studying shit. So I tell him, bro, listen, my money and the way I make my living is back. I can't take her to Mississippi Power and pay no light bill. I don't need it. What are you doing? Like, what are we doing? Like, but do you think? But you hear what I'm saying? Like the thought process in you paying bills there, and she's off limit, but she's not your old lady. What?
If you see, this is why I'm confused with a lot of men. Like, if that even a question of thought, that why you with this person? Why?
Please don't mess with him. RC, please, man, please.
But listen, but this is the thing.
You got a man begging. You got a man begging. That's crazy.
But look at Wood, the same guy. This guy, me and him used to see eye to eye, and then he needed someone to train him. He came and trained with me. We became cool or whatever. I didn't hold it against him, and then this chick wanted to give me some play, and I'm like, you're not even my homeboy. You try to slight me in a way, and I still not gonna do it because you know why? It's too many women out here. What we doing? Like, why would I even
all that drama? Okay,
you paying bills that mean you paying bills that mean you're killed by, and I want to live.
Right. So, yep. Give her rest. You try to live.
That reminds me of a video I seen some years ago about a guy that got out of jail. And he came back in the house and kicked the boyfriend out. Told him he Master Chief. He was willing to die. Are you ready to die,
dude? Listen, man. All of us,
willing to die.
All of us are in a relationship and married. I love my wife. I'll stand up for her. But if my wife say, "Hey, I choose him," all right, I'm gonna go this way because you know why? The way God made it. Remember the Baskin Robbins analogy? All right. Mm-hmm. Hello.
There's somebody else in there in the ocean for you. So Gilbert, you did a horrible job clearing this up for us because you just told a lie.
It's Gilbert. What you say? It's Gilbert.
His decision making ain't the greatest.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Right. All right, man. We are brought to you by Bet Us. We got your game, college football going on. NFL's wrapping up. We have hockey, college basketball. So place your bets with Bet Us and win big, man. I know a lot of pockets were hit during the Christmas holidays. Time to re-up. Yes, sir. Time to re-up.
Yes.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for joining us. Like and subscribe, share with family and friends. Like always, fellas, had a good time. Glad to be back.
Happy New Year, guys.
New
See y'all
Year.
soon.
Happy New Year. Y'all be safe out here. Don't be going to no big parties. Stay away from big parties till it dies down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Until we figure out what's going on in this world.
I'm done with
So
it.
y'all be safe out there. Carry that heat on you if you need to. I call my heat Sub-Zero. I ain't playing no game.
Not you got
I ain't
Everybody
playing.
the moment, gangster. Fatality.
Get over here.
Hey, Sub-Zero, baby. Hey, ain't playing no games. So, all right, guys. Y'all take it easy.
All right.
All right, fellas.
We out of here.